Okay, it says I'm live. Hi. Right? Okay. Hi, everyone. Hello. How are you? And thank you for joining me on this here delayed stream. The plan was to do this like a couple of months ago, but we're just gonna forget about that. Hey, everyone. Hello there. My name is Diego Montoya. Prepared to stream. I love it's like the old person emote. I feel like I have a terrible setup for YouTube streams, and so my goal at some point this year is to set up a better setup. How is everyone, by the way? Um, it took me a little while to get used to how to set this up. I also have, oh, there we go. These up just because I'm moving my camera to the side because we're going to possibly be playing a little trivia quiz game. So if we do end up doing that for reasons. But yeah, these are my little vectorized starter Pokemon for the first generation. How do you know I'm not an AI avatar? That's a good question. You don't. I mean, I've got the correct amount of fingers, so I think that's pretty much a dead giveaway. How are you, Tom? And KFD, also hello, and Chaggy and Font Cow. There's other people beforehand. I know Doug stopped by just saying that he'd be flying home, obviously, so we won't see Doug. Nigel, hello, hello. Wushaling, hello. Turn your sign on? What sign on? I don't have a sign that can be turned on. Hey, Rob, California. I don't know there's like a couple of California songs that came to mind, and then I was like, wait, I'm not gonna sing that. Hello. Joe Black. Isn't there a movie about you? Meet Joe Black? I think so. How's it going, eh? Well, it's going well. It's going. It's Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday, obviously, and it's gonna be nice outside. It's gonna be like plus 14 or something with some sun, which I'm really excited about because I'm going to be spending the day outside. Well, not all of it, but part of it outside. Today's just raining. How are you? Konnichiwa. Big anime eyes. I wish I could. I wish that I had like a filter that I could just turn that on and then I'd forget it's on and do a reaction that way. Hey, Protein, how are you? Hey, Robin. Germany. +6. That's all I know for hours. 8 p.m. This is like the tricky part about streaming is that there's so much of a big gap in time zones, and so at some point maybe I'll try a different time, but this is usually good for me, so I'm being selfish. I'm sorry. Hey, Jim, how are you? It's not no, that sign doesn't turn on. Nope. An amazing viewer did that for me not last Christmas, but the one before, I think. It's a nice little woodwork plaque. It doesn't turn on. If it did turn on, it would have been on in all my reactions. Hey James, how are you? And Wayne, hello, hello. Christian, ooh, Chile. I'm always chilly. I hope you don't mind my jokes. I mean, if you've seen my reaction videos, you've seen a few. What a Mr. Anderson. How perfect is that? 24-hour stream? At one point, maybe I'll do that. It probably wouldn't just be like a hangout stream. I would have to have things lined up for that because there's no way I'd be able to do 24 hours with nothing else to do because I'd be like, what do I do? So I'd need to plan stuff. Probably video games, let's face it. Hey, Paulus from Dublin. I've been there and it never rained a single time. I was in UK and Ireland for 2 weeks and it never rained. So I don't know what you guys are complaining about over there in the UK. Hey, Philip, how are you? And Dave. One day I want to go to LA. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to see. LA one day, one day. I just need to get acting roles and get them to pay for my flight. What I'm up to this week? I don't know. I don't know. I'm taking it one day at a time. I started doing a puzzle. It's like a 3,000 piece puzzle. If Doug's in here, thank you, Doug. It took me a while to start it, but that's what I'll probably do this weekend. From Maine and Boston, I need to like refresh myself with U.S. geography because I know some places and then others I'm like, I know the general area, but I don't know the location of all the states. From the Philippines. Hello, Jimmy. If I say that wrong, I'm sorry. If I mispronounce any of your names, just pretend I said it right. Or correct me and I'll forget what I said anyways. When I first stumbled upon this live stream, I thought, oh, that's tomorrow. And then it dawned on me, oh no, that's now. That is right now. Wow, look at that timing. That's actually perfect timing if you're like, oh, first time I see the stream. And it's starting in like 2 minutes. It's like you had this like, I want to have, oh man, I don't even know words. This is why I can't do live streams a lot. It's like you got this like idea in your mind that said to go check. Big ice storm in Ontario. We had snowstorm. I'm not getting ice today. It's just rain. Rain, rain, rain. Hello, Dutch. How are you? Oh gosh, oh gosh. My chat just jumped everywhere. Oh, there we go. If I can think of a pun, I'll say it. Sometimes I'm not as quick-witted as I wished I was or I used to be. Hollow Knight, right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I painted that after I played the game, during, before. I don't know. I want to replay it, but we'll see. We shall see. Dayton, Ohio. Oh, hi. Oh. Not a big deal, but time zone, Scottish, currently in Australia. Ooh, Australia. That's a bit of a time. I mean, Australia is like at that sweet spot where it's like middle of the night, early morning, you know? And Grand 35th on Sunday, so well, it's a nice 18 in Ireland. Oh my God. Happy early birthday, though. That's gonna be exciting. Are you doing anything, anything in particular? Okay, here depends on, no. If I do a 24-hour marathon stream, take breaks. I will schedule in breaks for everyone if needed. Do not wear Depends. Please no. Do you have any crafting hobbies? Crafting? No, I would like to at some point, but I don't have any crafting hobbies at the moment, so no. Sadly. Hey Pete, how are you? 24-hour stream. Hey, Jesus Murphy, I'm going slow. Oh, there we go. And Oswald Filibust. I don't know what that is. Star Wars theories? No. 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 There's sadly some fan bases are not the greatest in terms of open-mindedness and acceptability of different opinions. And so there's things like that where I wouldn't necessarily want to talk about certain franchises, sadly. I was thinking of maybe doing like a Patreon tier ranking list for some franchises that I've seen, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to see what I want to do. Verowak, it's Pokemon Marowak, and my nickname. Marowak. What have I done acting-wise? Well, I do have my own short films. I don't have anything like Hollywood movie-wise. We'll see how this year goes, though, depending on how busy it is in the area. Viewer, first-time chatter here. Love the videos. Remind me of movies you've forgotten about and reliving them. Oh, nice. I'm glad. Thanks, JSR. Yeah, thanks, JSR. That's one thing that I really love about doing these reaction videos is that a lot of people are like, oh my God, I haven't seen this in so long. I'm so happy I'm seeing this again. And you just get like a refresher. And yeah, I've had some people comment. They're like, oh, wow, I've seen this 35 times, but I never noticed blank that you noticed. I was like, oh, Okay, well, I'm glad I could help. Hey, Dave, you watched my short film? Well done, very creepy. I try. That's just me in a nutshell. Creepy as all hell. I'm glad you liked it. Proof your messages? No, no, Jim. No proofreading allowed. No, not needed. Typos? I welcome them. Makes for interesting conversations. When are we getting book reviews? That is a very good question. If I had more time, I would 100% be doing them, but sadly, that's not the case. When I have more time, my next thing to do is more video game stuff, but it's this whole concept of time. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how I don't have enough. I need like an extra 24 hours in a day, I think. The rain is very nice. I like it. Tomb Raider games, I can play some of them, probably not all of them, sadly. Motion sickness prevents me from playing a lot of games. Action, either first person, third person shooters, or anyways, a lot of them I can't play. Majority of them. I don't know who Annie Wilkes is, so I can't answer that question, Philip. Can I speak French? Oui. Is that proof enough? Yeah, I speak French. It's my first language. I don't speak French a lot lately, but I do speak French. Lazy Goose Records. Cheers from Ottawa. Cheers from Ottawa. You're swell. See, I love like finding little words like that, like swell or like hot dog and all that stuff. Ah, that's what's great about movies. Hey Andy, welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the reactions. I hope you find some favorites in there. Hey Eddie, my next film, as in like that I'm reacting to? We'll find out tomorrow. The Nice Guys. I think it's The Nice Guys. What came out earlier? Oh my god. I think it's The Nice Guys. Yeah. Yeah. I have not watched Ghostbusters 2, no. I'm putting a pause on some of the comedy movies just because I'm very comedied out. I need to, after watching some comedies, I need to watch some like dark, depressing movies to really make me feel good again. I see you have the Dark Half paperback. Have you had the chance to tackle 7 Dark Tower books? I have not. I actually tried listening to those in audiobooks, and that's when I realized that I can't listen to audiobooks because I can't pay attention. So I need to find the books. I think I actually have like 3 of the books for the Dark Tower. And so I have to either keep looking for them and get the individual books or get like the box set or whatever, which I push off making decisions. Hey Ben, how are you? Sunny? Sunny in England. I didn't know those 2 words could be in the same sentence without not in there. Oh god, you did a 24-hour stream? Yeah, I don't do it. Don't do it. Hey WolfTube, how are you? Oh yeah, don't forget to like. I'm getting through the messages. I need to. I don't like skipping messages, so if I miss a message, I'm sorry. It's not on purpose, but there's a lot of them, and I'm getting there eventually. React to Lord of the Rings. So I've already seen Lord of the Rings like 15. Oh gosh, I think it was like 15 years ago the last time I saw them. So it will never be a first watch, obviously, first time watching. But I have been toying with the idea of doing some rewatches of movies that I really enjoyed, haven't seen in a while. Might have a different take on it, but we'll see. I just know that I have to try one to see what the views are like and see if it's worth doing or not. Sadly, I don't think it'll do that well, but I do want to see Lord of the Rings at some point in the near future, so I might do reactions. I was in an X-Men movie, Big Z. Yes. Days of Future Past, I believe. I was an extra for that one. I don't think I saw the movie. I definitely watched that scene though to see me in it. So yeah, I do want to tackle the X-Men movies at some point, and I'll obviously point me out whenever we get to that. Have you ever considered trying improv out? Um, yeah, being an actor, I have done improv. It's very, very beneficial in acting whenever you do a scene and then someone messes up or they lose their place and then you sort of have to like try to help make it stay on track. 52-hour marathon game playing, started hallucinating. Yeah, I'm not surprised. 52 hours? How can you stay up that late? Oh my god, you need sleep. You shouldn't stay up for that long. To singers? I don't know how music reactions work, but again, similarly to book reviews, I just don't have time and energy. Well, I don't have the time to record and edit everything and start a whole new channel type thing. So I'm not really planning on doing reactions to singers or music, just because I don't have time. Hey Mike, how are you? Mulholland Drive reaction analysis was amazing. Best I've seen. I'm glad. I mean, it was an amazing movie. I thought everything was fine. I was like, oh, this is all cool, awesome. And then we get to a certain point and I'm like, what? Okay. And then everything gets like turned around. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to. I started talking about it and then I was like, oh, what if I try to say my thoughts and sort of like put everything together and see how it works? And then I was like, so I did that. And then there was some pause. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put the whole analysis in the end. Like that you can see real time how like I'm thinking things through. So it's not like a cut and you're like, oh, 20 hours later she came back and finished it. Am I going to react to more David Lynch films? Possibly. Possibly. I thought Mulholland Drive was like one of his more popular ones. I could be wrong, but I don't think it did really well on the channel. So a lot of things to see if I keep going on certain things is how it performs on the channel. If it doesn't do well, I have to really make a decision if I keep going or not. Because like Mission Impossible, I love the movies. They did terrible on the channel. So that's a lot of time and money and just everything invested in that, which is not ideal for any kind of business. Yeah, thanks, Jack. Yeah, I am a few minutes behind. Oh my god, I've never had so many people talking before. Hot takes on Star Wars? I just don't care to argue with people, and no matter what I say, people will have issues with anything. I could say, I'm not even going to start, but you could say almost anything about Star Wars and people are going to have issues with it. LMS, IMS, I don't know if it's capital. I'm glad you like my reactions. And hello. Hey, Pierre, how are you? In the family. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. It was, I'm going to have another one soonish on there. I did it last year for a little festival, and I've been debating if I submit those two to festivals, and then I chickened out, so I posted them on YouTube. Am I athletic? I used to be, and then I have back issues, so that's never going to happen in terms of stunts. Sadly. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I used to be athletic, but now I can't really do much. Okay, hold on a sec. Where? Oh, crappers. Jesus, Murphy. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, there we go. Wow. De France. Bonjour. Oui. English is not first language, no. It's my most used language now. Mooch and Mercury? I wish. As long as I'm not at the poles, it should be warm enough for me. Hey Brian, how are you? I'm glad you like the range of films. That's what I try to do. I want to do some popular films. I want to do some older films. I want to do some like lesser known films, and a lot of them are from like, in all honesty, Patreon and Reactor have given me a lot of movies that may not necessarily win polls, but have been really amazing to see. Like, what did I see? The last two reactor requests were Jerry Maguire and Moneyball, and yeah, I don't want to give away a spoiler if I like the movie or not, but I don't. Is there a movie I didn't like on the channel? I have to think. I don't think so. Engineering specialty? I'm a civil engineer. That's why I always keep things civil in my chat. I love hiking. Hiking is great. Not when it's muddy though. Screw that. Joy or Noel, movie based on Christmas trees during World War One. Alessandro, thank you so much for the super chat. Joy or Noel. You know what? I've heard. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. New paper. I like to write things down. It helps me remember stuff. I also just realized I didn't put any music in the background for you guys. Oh no, I wanted to put like some little music in the background so it's not so boring and quiet. Ugh. I'm sorry. I love to laugh. Why wouldn't I like to laugh? Yes, Nice Guys is available on Patreon, full length and early access for YouTube members as well. Yeah, I started doing, oh yeah, what I started doing for YouTube members is you have early access like a day in advance for my reactions. Whenever possible. The Last of Us probably won't be a day before because as soon as it's edited, I'm going to publish it. But for the most part, the movies, I try to put it on YouTube members and Patreon early access a day before. So you get a little bit earlier. Any plans for The Expanse? I have read the books. I've seen the series when it came out. So people probably won't want to watch me watch it, even though I don't remember most of it. I don't. I watched the series and then I read the books, and I don't remember what happens in which. I do remember the first book that hasn't been adapted the most, and I haven't read the other books after that, so I don't know. I'm sorry. Also, everyone who's joining just now, I'm like way behind on chat. I'm getting through all your comments, all your messages, so keep calm. I'll get to stuff eventually. We're going back, yeah. You guys may need to laugh when watching movies for sure. I prefer serious movies. Hey, Inner Circle. I mean, working on yourself is like a lifelong journey, you know? If you knew me 5 years ago, or I don't know anymore, what is it, 2025? Like between 5 to 10 years ago, I'd be a very different person. Hey, Darth Kata, how are you? Oh, that's unfortunate, Randy. Hopefully Craig feels better. Hello, Case. Isaacson. Every time I see your name, I think of Binding of Isaac. So thank you for that. I feel confident about you covering the live-action Transformers G.I. Joe movies someday. I know nothing of G.I. Joe movies. I do know some songs from Transformer. Jablonski is a composer, I believe, and there's some Linkin Park songs in there, so Transformers at some point. I don't know how many there are, though. Rewatch Star Wars? Well, I'm watching Andor season 2 when it comes out in a couple weeks, and then I still have Mandalorian to watch, Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian season 3, and Ahsoka, which is all this is basically Patreon. Like I've seen all of Bad Batch and Clone Wars and Tales of the Jedi, Empire, Rebels. That's everything is on Patreon. If I am able to have time, I would like to possibly edit some of that stuff for YouTube, but I need to get way ahead before I start publishing it. I need to make sure I've got like at least 10 things edited because I don't want to be last minute. Watch party for the rewatch of those? That's I don't know. I don't know. I've never really thought of doing that. I have not seen Legend. I've not heard of it either until now. Retrowak. Then a version Lord of the Ring movie. If you haven't seen those, I haven't seen those, but I wouldn't be able to tell what's from the original and what's from the extended probably because I haven't seen the original in so long. Yeah, I'll be doing Andor Season 2. The Last of Us Season 2, Andor Season 2, this month. The Unfulfilled One, how are you? Period clothing? Well, it's set in the 70s, so if you call that period clothing. I don't call that period clothing. I mean, whenever I think period clothing, I think like way back. Crossroads? No, I have not. What platform are you using for the streaming? OBS? Rick and Morty? I'm holding off on comedy stuff for now. And plus, I've got so many TV series lined up, like The Last of Us and Andor that's going to carry me, and then I've got a list. Shogun I still want to do. I think True Detective. So TV series I'm like good for several years. Hey Brian, how are you? No, I don't have any pets. If I did, I would have like a place for my dog to like I don't know, I'd have like a bed or a couch or something for the dog to sit on. 100%. A video about your top 10 Stephen King books? I haven't read 10, so I can't. I read more of Dean Koontz than Stephen King when I was younger. There's a couple of Stephen King books that I've read, but it was mostly Dean Koontz for me. Oh shit. Oh my god. I'm so behind. I'm so sorry, everyone. Everyone needs to just stop talking for a second. Lynch in general, I don't think will draw great views. People who will really appreciate it. Which is fine, but I have to figure out how much time and money to invest in those, you know? Like, if I edit and it takes me a day to do it, then that's a day of income. And if I make like $5 on the video, that's not great. I definitely want to do some Superman, Batman stuff. I've seen like the Marvel movies. That's another thing I was thinking of rewatching just because I remember really liking them. Yeah, Mission Impossible. I don't know why Mission Impossible movies don't do well. They're fantastic, but that's just me. Hey, Jean-Marc. Dark side of me. I am a Sith after all, so it makes sense I would show my dark side from time to time. Hey, I don't know how to say your name, Jens, from Austria. I feel like there's a Y in there. Hey Carl, I'm doing well. Hope you are as well. Andor Season 2, April 21st or 22nd, I don't know. Unfortunately, there's 3 episodes that release at the same time, which I'm really unhappy about because I was like, okay, so I'll do 1 episode of The Last of Us a week, and then when Andor starts up, I'll have another episode a week, and then I'll do a couple movies, but now I'm like, thanks Andor, thanks for ruining everything. Reactions in French incoming? I'm not going to be... I can watch French movies, but I'm not doing reactions in French. Nuh-uh. I would either have to write subtitles for what I say. Oh god, that is... No, thank you. That is not gonna happen. I like this because Bigsy says, rare appearance of the Gigantor, and then because I'm so far behind, it reminds me to drink again. So, look at that. Hey, Bank Bar, how are you? You know, the Astro, who is the dead cop in Identity? I don't know who that is. I don't know what any of those are. That's pretty awesome. I mean, doing extra work is actually really fun. Hey, North Zone. Good day, good day. Non-forced reactions we get from you. I don't even know how I don't even know how I'd force myself. A lot of people are upset that I ask too many questions, and I'm like, that's fine. You know? If you don't want someone who's asking questions or talking, there's other people who react with fewer questions, I guess, but I like asking questions. What I do. Any movies to honor Val Kilmer? Well, I had watched Top Gun before his passing, and I have since watched Top Gun Maverick. Not anytime soon, but this year I'll definitely be doing. Isn't he in either Tombstone or Unforgiven? Maybe? I could be thinking of someone else. Anyways, I don't know what the difference between those two movies are, but I want to watch both of them, so. Run to the movies! Hello! For the puns. I'm just here to catch up on all the chat. Any interest in Severance? 100%. There's a lot of interest in Severance. I've managed to avoid absolutely everything about it. Actually, either this year or late last year, I found out that Ben Stiller is a producer or creator of Severance, and that's all I've got. I don't know anything else about it, so I'm still able to avoid everything. Underground construction, like for my civil engineering, I did highways. Hey Flash, I'm glad you think so. Do a poll for what music I want to add in the background. Oh my god, I talked about this a while ago. I'm already way behind on chat, so I'm just gonna not waste my time on, or spend my time doing other stuff. Aison Z is definitely something that I want to watch. Denis Villeneuve movie. I don't know anything about it. But again, I don't think it'll draw much of a crowd, sadly. I'm still doing individual movie reactions. I don't do private reactions if that's what you're asking, but I do have a page on Reactor that you can basically pay for a movie for me to watch. Which I know is not for everyone, perfectly fine, but the option is there. Otherwise, if you want to suggest movies, there's different ways. I have a monthly marble race on Patreon. The winner gets to choose a movie for me to watch. Also, just commenting in videos. And there's also a Google form for you to submit your requests. And occasionally on Patreon, I have like Patreon suggestion polls. So basically, every patron can give me a movie, and then people vote on it, and they get put in the poll. And yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting something. But yes, there is. I'm gonna eventually put a link to it at some point in chat, so it doesn't mess up my order of. It's reactor.tv/Verowak. True Romance. No, that is a Quentin Tarantino movie, I believe. That's his first one. I collab with other reactors. I've done a collaboration with Run to the Movies. Well, ooh, was it 2 years ago? It may have been 2 years ago. I would like to do more collaborations, but I'm not a good planner. So I need to, and also I have like a very volatile schedule and it changes a lot, especially with like filmmaking. So I don't want to be like, I mean, what might happen is I plan for a reaction and then I have to cancel because of acting or filming, sadly. My favorite book? I don't know. That's a good question. I really like From the Corner of His Eye. The Expanse books are awesome. I don't know if I have a favorite because I have a terrible memory and can't remember all of them. I'm glad you think so, Phil. I try to not. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I just try to do me. It was a wild one. Very wild one. Hey Trey and Maddie, sorry for such a late hello and welcome, but I'm just behind on chat and I'm gonna catch up at some point. Oh, Ace on Z is not a French movie? Oh, I didn't know that. I assumed it was because Ace on Z, the name, and didn't even know is the director. Huh. Today I learned, I guess. Monsieur Lazare, nope. Never heard. What did I think of Contact? Well, if you see the reaction, you'll see what I thought. I mean, it was great. I have seen Arrival. I wish I didn't, sadly. I would love to do a rewatch, but again, I don't think it's going to be a favorite. Okay, okay. Jesus. I feel like I'm sort of catching up. Yeah, maybe. Two platforms for comments? What do you mean two platforms for comments? Like, right now I'm just literally reading all of YouTube chat. I have a couple other avenues where I have questions that I'll answer eventually when I catch up to chat one day, but yeah. Castaway is a good serious movie. Yeah, I reacted to it last year, I think. I think it was last year. I don't have time anymore. You can't pressure me to watch Firefly because it's already all up on Patreon. So you could try, but it's already there. I've already reacted to it. It's just not edited for YouTube. So, you know. In my acting in YouTube, do I ever get recognized in my day-to-day life? Once. Yeah, once. Which, yeah, I mean, it happened that the person was also attending like a networking event. And yeah. I feel like I'm not going to be recognized much just because my channel's not that big, and what are the odds of people living in the same area, you know? Hey Boogie, how are you? You're doing well in Germany. Impressed that you recognized Benjamin Linus. Ah, freaking, I love Lost. Lost is, that's another series I would love to rewatch. I don't remember a lot of the things. I do remember, I mean, a lot of it, but it's still such a great series. New dire wolves are de-extinct. I saw some dire wolves and George R. Martin holding one, which is very fitting. Hey Corrado, how are you? I'm doing well. I have not seen Forbidden Planet or The Day the Earth Stood Still. There's Forbidden Planet I want to see at some point, and I do want to have a few more older movies in my rotation. Speaking of which, let me just write a note to create a few polls for older movies. So thank you for the reminder. Devil May Cry. Isn't that a video game? Buy a dog for more views? Buying an animal just for views is not ideal. I have read and seen The Expanse. Again, I have to figure out if I want to try a rewatch. We'll see how a movie does first, and then we'll see about series. Live action Transformers came out 2007. 1 year for film and television. And Red Sox won. Well, that's... I don't know what happened 2007 for me. Probably playing World of Warcraft, let's face it. Have you thought of Das Boot? Well, yes, because I recently watched Crimson Tide and The Hunt for Red October, and that's been mentioned quite a lot in my comments on Patreon. And I was like, that's true. That is a thing. I didn't know what it was until watching those movies. What it was about. Tarkovsky's movies would be a beautiful watch. Solaris, Stalker, but it's in Russian with English subtitles. Yeah, I need to try a few foreign language films to see how it does on the channel. I don't know how popular those are, to be honest. Do I watch any TV shows? Not for the channel, for sure. Yeah, I do. I mean, not everything is something that I think will do good on their reaction channel. So those movies or TV series I save to watch on my own time. Like Wheel of Time is something that I started watching on my own time because I don't think it's gonna do that well reaction wise, especially because I've got so many other things that I would rather do. And plus, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, so I didn't want to save it for reaction, start watching, and then end up not liking it, and then being like, well, that was a waste of time. Thanks, Steve. And hello. And Lemon Squeezy. Hello, hello. Also, just to let everyone know, I'm behind on chat, so I'm catching up. So sorry if I'm late on saying hello. That when the Gigantor was mentioned again. Oh gosh. Thank you, Bixie. I don't know what the Nouvelle Vague movement is, so I can't answer that, but I'm assuming no. I've not seen Amelie. I do know the soundtrack. Hey, Burger King. Hat Doge, how are you? Godzilla Mind, it is a super movie. It was was it a producer pick last year or a Marble winner pick? I don't remember, but it's on Patreon. Full length only. Thanks, Machina Reaction. Enjoy your content. Seems like I'm the smartest bunch. I try to use my Cabeza sometimes. Okay, he's in Tombstone. Okay, thank you. I will watch it at some point this year. Of the Fallout reaction. I love the show. I finished Fallout 1 on Twitch. I'd like to edit it at some point when I have time for YouTube. Sunday, I'm starting Fallout 2 on Twitch. I'm excited. In case you want to join that, you can join Discord. That's where I notify people. I try to remember to post on Twitter. But yeah, Sunday, so in like 48 hours, 47 hours and 15 minutes. Stranger Things is on my list to react to at some point. It's like 4 seasons, 5. I think they're making a 5th season, right? 4 seasons long. I'll say 5 seasons long by the time I get to it. Eventually. Hey Dave, how are you? South Shore of Lake Superior. Ooh, hi. Some 1970s films. 3 Days of the Condor. I'm planning on having some polls in the near future about different decades and then different genres and then choosing from that. So, yeah. Yeah. Basically, I've got like I don't know where my thing is, but I've got just checking to make sure I don't have like top secret information here. If you guys can even read my writing. Cross this off. And this off. And then I can show you what my thing looks like. So this is my list of movies for now. I've got a hell of a lot here as well, but this is the plan-ish for April. Sort of. We'll see. But then I keep adding stuff because I get like reactor requests or Marble winners, things like that, and I think of other movies. And anyways, basically, I've got like 2 more weeks in April or 2.5 more weeks in April, and I want to watch a lot of reactions and get them all lined up. Oh gosh, I went the wrong way. Okay, let's see. Written by Quentin Tarantino, not directed? Oh, maybe. Reservoir Dogs is his first movie. I do want to get into his movies. I do have one that was chosen from the Marble race that I'm going to watch this month. It'll be up on Patreon. All I'm going to say is Brad Pitt's in it. Hey, Action Hank, how are you? Most channels, you want them to do specific movies. Your channel titles don't matter since you're entertaining as is. Well, I'm glad. That, I mean, obviously as I do reactions, I always question. I'm like, oh, am I boring? Am I talking too much? Am I not talking enough? I'm like, oh, and I start overthinking, and then I'm like, oh my god, should I say something? Should I not say something? Yeah, it's like I overthink things a lot, and so I'm glad that you find me entertaining. That's good. Why are there two Pikachus? Because um, I didn't scale them properly to fit the whole length, so I put an extra one on top. Most don't ever check out Ruthless People. I mean, we can't check out movies we've never heard of, you know? Hey Josh, how are you? Optimal delusion and welcome. I think I'm catching up. I've not seen Buffy Vampire Slayer anything. I just know Sarah Michelle Gellar is in it. And she fights vampires. Slays vampires. 6 Feet Under is a show that would play when I was younger. That and I think Dead Like Me, Deadwood, Dead Like Me. I think it's Dead Like Me. Um, that I sort of want to check out. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking Sopranos. Never mind, 6 Feet Under. I think there's like a tree on top of a hill. Maybe, maybe I don't know. Hey Ryan, thank you. So kind. Hey Alex, how are you? Also an actor, it'd be cool to hear more about that stuff. I mean, I'm sort of like starting-ish acting, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mostly do my own stuff and hopefully get into the union at some point and auditions, you know? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, no. But I think I've seen some clips because they're like flying through the air or something, right? Like martial arts, but flying through the air. Does that make sense? That's, for some reason, that's what I think of when I see that name. How about Oscar-nominated Sideways, Paul Giamatti, Thomas Hayden Church, Virginia Madsen. I don't know who those last two are, but maybe. I do want to. Anyways, I want to do a lot more polls to see how it goes. I just like, I just like trying different things and seeing what happens. Obviously, I want some popular movies, and then I want some whatever you guys want movies. You know. Hey Haddock, I'm glad. I'd like to do more of these Hangout streams. I just have to be in good health and not be ridiculously busy. I'm glad you like it. Why don't they have eyes? It's a vectorized drawing, which is usually no features, like no, yeah, no eyes, no facial expressions and stuff. Speaking of that water reservoir, oh wait, okay, we're good. Is my audio working? Hold on a sec. Okay, it is. Okay. Oh my god, I think I'm catching up! Okay. Yes, I am catching up, Bigsy. Yes, I think so. Run the LLN foreign language. I'm gonna have to either ask Patreon or ask people in Discord or ask my trusted advisors for stuff because I don't really know many. I mean, I could look things up on the internet, but then that's just going by like someone's like top 10 foreign language films, and I'm like, okay, I'll put these on. Hey Reese, oh look at me reading Lead Speak. I'm glad you like my reactions. Okay, okay. Oh my god, I'm so close to the end, guys. I'm finally catching up. Book reviews can be dull if they're stretched out too long, but a brief paragraph Twitter blurb can be helpful. Yeah, I need like a manager or something or an assistant if I want to do more things. That's all I know, which I don't have and I can't afford, so that won't happen yet. James Bond is another person or franchise that I'd like to do, as well as Austin Powers. I don't know if I want to do it before or after James Bond, if it matters, but at some point, yes. I've played GoldenEye, if that helps, on the 64. I don't know if the movies are similar to the campaign. I have no idea, but basically I need a golden gun and I'll be good. War of the Worlds, I have not. That is, surprising no one, also on my list. Hey Denny, how are you? I'm doing well. Look at me, seeing you're from Quebec and saying your name. Hey B, how are you? Well, enjoy work. Enjoy. It's okay, unfulfilled ones. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. It's okay. Any movies? I've watched maybe 2 movies this year alone. Oh, thank you so much, John. Wolf. Dire Wolf? Is that your middle name, Dire? It'd be awesome if you could react to the movie Yes Man. Jim Carrey movie. Well, thank you so much for the super chat. Super generous of you. And Jim Carrey is someone I need to dive into at some point. There's a couple of his movies that have been recommended, which I don't remember anymore. But I don't know if I've heard of Yes Man before. "2008, that's like, because he did like Ace Ventura, The Mask in like the 90s, and then I guess he had like a decade of bangers, maybe 15 years. I don't know. I don't know much about comedians, to be honest, so this is all new to me, and it's bizarre. I know a little bit of Jim Carrey's what is it called, mannerisms and stuff, because I have seen like through acting and stuff, I have seen some clips of him doing improv and just his physicality, which is very, very unique. But thank you so much. Don't I work? No, I don't work at all. Yes, I do work. The good thing about being self-employed is I can, work at 8 p.m. if it suits me better. Thank you, Reese. Get the name around the first try. Well, thank you. That's a very, very nice rule. I appreciate it. Whenever I see like a 3, I'm like, oh my god, I know this. This is my jam. Stranger Things 4th season plus season 5, which is coming out. Okay, yeah. I mean, season 5 will probably come out by the time I could get to it. AARDVARK. Hey, Aardvark. Boll Weevil on a stump? I'm glad you enjoyed the reactions. Thank you so much. Good sense of irony and humor. Yeah, and my sarcasm can be not obvious enough at times. I've had plenty of comments of people being very upset that they didn't understand my sarcasm. So they thought I meant one thing when I clearly didn't. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I don't expect everyone to understand my sarcasm or my jokes, so. I'm glad you keep coming back, North Zones. I'm doing something right. That's good. Thank you. I need that reassurance from time to time. Favorite Veroism is still from When Harry Met Sally. Billy Crystal throws that. Oh my god. The half-eaten ice cream in the garbage? That is inexcusable. That's just something that I will never, ever forgive. So I don't know if I can watch another Billy Crystal movie because of that. I'm just saying. True Romance, Brad Pitt, Val Kilmer, Gary Oldman, Christopher Walken, Christian Slater, Sam Jackson, Sean Penn. This is stacked. Wow, okay. Well, I didn't know that it was that stacked. Assume that if you rewatch reaction days, weeks later, self-criticism with those films, will you consider second review reaction? What do you mean? Well, usually, like, if I do rewatches of movies, it would be something I haven't seen in at least, like, 5-10 years. Because honestly, before I started this reaction channel, I never really paid attention that much to movies. Since starting, I noticed so many things in a movie, and I'm like, oh my god, all these plots all make sense. I'm like, everything sort of makes sense. There's a story structure. I never gave it two thoughts before that. So I feel like any movie that I've seen before reaction channels, my reaction channel, I saw completely different, and I probably didn't understand half of it or pay attention to half of it. So to me, the rewatches that I do, or like the rewatches that I want to do, is going to be stuff that I'm like, I don't think I really understood what went on in this movie, and I'll rewatch it. But we'll see. Oh, from Greece. Hello, John. Also, thank you again. I'm catching up, I swear. I haven't seen if you reacted to any of his work before. I reacted to David Lynch. I've watched Mulholland Drive so far. Sharp and down to earth. Well, thank you. Quick and the Dead. I've not seen it, and I've not heard of it. I'm guessing it's a Western? Quick and the Dead? It sounds like a Western. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the 6-part Swedish series of the Daniel Craig American remake. But it's a movie, so it's a lot more manageable than a 6-part miniseries, right? Maybe. It depends how long. Send a resume to the Directors Guild if you want to act. That's not how it works. I would, if I want to be AD or director, I can send a resume. Even then, they don't want resumes. Okay, I thought I was catching up. I am not. I've not been to Switzerland. No, at some point I will. I need to go to Europe at some point in the next few years. Second season of Andor comes out. Will you watch first episode right away and then wait for the next one, or will you wait until all the episodes are shown and then start watching as? So when Andor comes out, they're releasing them in 3 episodes at a time. So there's gonna be 12 episodes, 3 episodes the first week, 3 episodes the next week, 3 episodes, 3 episodes. So I'm pissed off because it's ruining everything. But I think my plan is to, I don't know. At least watch 2 episodes a week, depending on how busy I am, how much time I have to do. But I don't know. I don't think I'll edit 2. Oh man, I don't know. I'll probably edit 1 for YouTube a week because I'll also be editing The Last of Us. So yeah, freaking Andor ruins my entire life. Not really. Streams are like crossover universe episodes. Oh, that's true. I like that. Yes. That's exactly what streams are like. I love it. Bloodsport, martial arts, intellectual challenge. Okay. I keep getting a notification that my audio stream's current bitrate 0 is lower than recommended bitrate. But it's not 0. So I don't know what the hell it's talking about. Murphy. Last foreign language film you watched was Godzilla -1, recommended on Patreon, full length. That's one of the few foreign language films I've done so far, I think. Yeah. Hey Daniel, Patterson. Never heard of it, no, so I haven't seen it. Hey Palmer, happy birthday! 40, I know it's very late, I hope you're still in here, but happy birthday. Are you doing anything fun for your birthday? As a Canadian, French doesn't count as foreign language. From France it does. Racing the chat, good progress. I know I'm trying. On before Austin Powers. That's the general vibe I'm getting. Okay, thank you. Got it. Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, Sharon Stone, Leonardo DiCaprio, all in one great Western. Yeah, I need Westerns. I need to see what the hell Westerns are about and what the genre is all about. Hey John, how are you? From Toronto. Tirana. Perception on even the smallest detail, along with my humor and earnestness, is what sets you apart. I'm glad. Honestly, like, I feel like I can perceive things sometimes. I probably roll like 19 or 20 on my rolls when watching movies. And add to that my, like, you know, natural +8 to perception. Oh wow, Bull Weevil, thank you so much. That is insane. Need to get back work, enjoy work. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry that I've been just playing catch up with chat. I'm really sorry. You only get this amount if you write down ruthless people. It is written down. I will try to put it on a poll. Anyways, I don't know much about it. I usually get like an advisor or like a person just to gauge what they think would be good, like where to fit it in my reaction time. Oh man, I'm not a very well organized person. I am, but I'm not. So I try my best. But thank you so much. It's so generous of you. Again, have a great day at work. Rest of your day at work. Jeez. Oh boy, that is so kind of you. Ghostbusters sequels, which seems like a lot of people enjoy them. I probably will not be doing the kid-centered ones for a while at least, but I'll look to see about Ghostbusters too. There's some I've got a few more on Patreon at least. Yeah, I mean, watching older movies, a lot of times the comments I get is, why didn't you watch this one instead? And I'm like, thanks. So certain movies really discourage me from doing certain things. Like when I watched True Grit, I was planning on watching, so I watched the 2010 one, and then I was planning on watching the other one. But so many comments in True Grit were all like, oh, this one's trash. You shouldn't have wasted your time. Only watch the first one. Why'd you waste your time? You should have watched the other one. And it's just so negative. And I'm like, I don't want to watch that one anymore. Maybe eventually I will, but it's just, honestly, people's comments do leave a sour taste in my mouth sometimes. And I'm just like, no thanks. I don't want to watch it. Maybe it's petty of me, but oh well. Do Goofy's? I've never seen Goofy, so I don't even know what that sounds like. Scorsese, Coppola's best stuff. Godfather, Goodfellas. Oh, Godfather was in a poll, but I think Gladiator won that poll. I'm trying to not do movies that have sequels as much, just because I get so many comments asking me about watching the sequels, and I'm like, sometimes I don't want to watch the sequels right away, or you know, I don't think the sequel would be good for me, or I would enjoy it as much. And I don't want to commit to being like, okay, well, I should do all these sequels. I want to do like standalone ones for the most part. I've already got a few franchises on the go that I need to watch, so. I also don't know many of their movies, so if I happen to watch one of their movies, it'll be by chance, probably. Room was like a superhero kid's room, because I'm a superhero. I just never grew up. Sarcasm. Me? Never. I know, right? I've not watched Sling Blade nor have I. Oh, Sling Blade. Never thought of it. Never heard of it. Lucky Number 11. That's actually a movie that I want to watch just because I don't know. I don't know if Lucky Number 11 and 7 came out around the same time, but I didn't know what the difference was. But I mean, At least now I know what 7 is. I don't know what lucky number Slevin is. Equilibrium. I know Sean Bean's in it, so I know what happens to him. It's Sean Bean. Hey, Carter Kent. Good morning. Bullied, good morning. Maybe you want to start my reaction channel? I will answer that after I catch up to chat because I know it's one of the questions in my things. Our protein, I mean, your party are already gone by now, so I will say bye, but probably not here anymore. I've not seen Silence of the Lambs or X-Files, so don't worry about that. I'm 5'9", if that tells you much. 178 centimeters-ish. Pan flute, I can make some noises from it. Clive Barker on my bookshelf? I don't know who that is. Not at all. Romances don't typically do well on my channel. So movies that don't do well on my channel, and I don't know why, just based off of the views and my analytics, romance, animated movies, action movies are hit and miss. So I don't know why. So unfortunately, I would love animated movies to do better on my channel because I love animated movies, but maybe eventually. Second channel? Which channel? Oh, my films. Rusty Coop Productions. That is it. Ireland most travel enjoyment. I mean, Ireland was pretty nice. I will. Hold on a sec. I will type it out in chat at some point. Okay, well, I blame YouTube. It said I was caught up, and then I scrolled down, and I'm not caught up anymore. So thanks, YouTube. Thanks. New Beatles film? Yeah, they're making 4 of them, one about each member. I don't know about releasing on the same day if that's smart. Like, I mean, hopefully it's not in theaters, right? I feel like that would not be the best decision, but I mean, it's nice that they're trying something different. I'm all for seeing how things are and just doing something new. And if you have the money to play around with it, good for you. I wish I had money to just like try things like that. Nara goes to Ireland 3 times a year. Oh, nice. That must be very nice for her. She must really like it. You have 2 people you constantly mix up. Mark Wahlberg, Matt Damon. Damn. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I get movies mixed up in like movies that I haven't seen mixed up in the sense that I know a lot of people said something about one of them. I don't know which one. Like No Country for Old Men and Children of Men, which I'm going to watch at some point so I can tell what the hell they're about. But a lot of people have mentioned both movies, and I don't know which comments or what sentiment for each of them, if that makes sense. At this moment when Bro realized that she was in fact not caught up. No, I'm not. I am. I'm getting better. Master and Commander is a favorite Russell Crowe film. It was amazing. That was a producer pick last year, and wow, I need to revise the edit before I can put it on YouTube, just because the editing needs some work. But this year it'll go on YouTube at some point. It's on Patreon at the moment. Full length is available. It's just, yeah, that was a very pleasant surprise of a movie. I didn't know what to expect. I honestly knew that Billy Boyd Pippin from Lord of the Rings was in it, and that was why I wanted to see it. I didn't know anything about it except they were on a boat. Doctor Who is a franchise I'd love to get into at some point. So what I do for Patreon is I have one long-running franchise on the go, which is Star Wars at the moment. I'm eventually getting through it. And aside from that, I have like one series that are 1 or 2 seasons long, just so I don't have like I don't have like Star Wars and Star Trek on the go at the same time, you know? So that's what I do. And so once Star Wars is done, I'll be starting a new long-running franchise. I don't know what yet, but we'll see. ODV, hello, hello. Yes, thank you, Big Z, for letting Dave know. Sidgar when visiting and rate the new train station if it's worth 10 billion. I mean, I haven't even seen it, but probably not. That's a lot of money right there. When do I have my birthday? I have my birthday once a year. I try to limit it to only once, but sometimes I'm tempted to just celebrate a couple times. Thankfully, my age doesn't go up every time I celebrate, but yeah. I don't remember when my birthday is, so I just figured I'll celebrate it at the last day of the year just to make sure I'm consistent. My birthday's on the last day of the year. Cut my hair? No, you. You cut your hair. Nothing open on your birthday, being a New Year's baby? Everyone celebrates my birthday all across the world. Hey Juan, how are you? Whiskey Canuck in Montreal. Got some nice walking areas in Montreal. Hey Palmer, I just got to your message, just chilling. That's good for your birthday. So delayed. But yeah. Chilling is good. Honestly, that's what I do in my when I like take a day off. I'm like, I'm just gonna do nothing. I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I'm just gonna sit at home, chill, do what I want, read a book if I want, do puzzles, whatever. No worry. I have not watched RoboCop yet, Juan. I do want to see it though, the 1980s one, not the 2000 plus one. 1980s has Red Foreman or Kurtwood Smith from that 70s show, so I want to see it. Hey Phil, how are you? Hey Ben. Yeah, there's definitely I don't know who John heard. But anyways, there's definitely a lot of ways to recommend movies. There's comments on videos, there's video suggestion form, there's Reactor, there's Patreon, there's yeah. I can't guarantee that I'll watch every movie that's suggested though, just because I would have to publish like 5 videos a day. And that's just not possible. Paul, I never said I hate laughing. I don't know why you think that. I never said that. Depends on what you watch and not watch. There's some amazing movies out there. Return of the Living Dead. There's like the whole Living Dead franchise, right? I don't know anything about it. I just know there's a lot of movies that are like Living Dead Return, like Living Dead or of the Dead type thing that I don't know anything about. Feel less is more sometimes, plus people wearing makeup especially. I mean, everyone's opinion is their opinion. For you, it might be less is more. Some people prefer more makeup. Some people prefer none. So I just want people to be happy with who they are. Do stuff that makes you happy. That's what I care about. I don't know, DV, is there a point to your questions? Oh, I do ignore them for the most part, but if there's so many people that are upset and say, this is trash, watch this instead, I'm going to spite them and not watch it, just because. Yeah, I've never seen John Wayne, so I don't really know. This is I'm at the True Grit portion of chat now. Oh boy. Yeah, France and Quebec or Ontario or New Brunswick, French are different, so doesn't mean you're automatically going to understand. I've never seen Goofy, so I've never seen a Goofy movie. The Viking? I don't know what the Viking is like. Vikings TV series? Let's see if Sean Bean at all costs. You can try, but we all know what's gonna happen. Barfly? I've never heard of it. Is it just a dude at the bar? Hey Dan, hope you're doing well. Reviews are always great. Thank you. I'm glad. I do my best to speak my mind and put things together, and I can't even explain what I do in my reviews and my reactions. I just do. I don't think of it. I'm a YouTube consumer. Once in a while, showing support to creators I like. That being said, I want to tell you that I like your style of reactions to film. Or fan. Thank you so much. I mean, there's a lot of quiet YouTube watchers, which is perfectly fine. I'm completely aware of it, and it means a lot that you decided to just pop up and say that. So thank you. It helps me, if that makes sense. Current voice of Goofy, Bill Farmer, born in Pratt, Kansas, and has been a voice since 18. Nice. I didn't know Goofy was still a thing, I guess. Is it alright for you to review all the Muppet movies? I don't know how many there are. I've never seen the Muppets, and I don't know. So I can't say yes, I'll watch all of them, and turns out there's 20 of them. That's I don't say yes until I can do some research. Yeah, 12 Monkeys is a movie that I do want to watch. Hey Rayford, sorry I didn't see your super chat till now. It didn't show up on my thing. I blame YouTube. I'm so sorry if you're still here. Thank you so much. You're greatly appreciated. I hope you know that. No. Oh, there we go. Sort of okay now. Big movie reaction audience is around 45 to 55 years old. That's why a movie like War Games doing 33K views, although it's not that popular. I don't remember what my analytics are off the top of my head, but I think the 30 to 55 is the biggest chunk for me. I could be wrong, but it's something like that. Your one request, Jojo Rabbit, on the channel. Done. Across mainstream movie that you took one look, instantly you would never watch. 100%. There's a lot of movies that I used to watch trailers, I think, when I was like, I know I used to watch trailers when I was younger. I don't remember until what year, but a lot of times I can tell if I'm gonna like a movie or not very, very quickly. So like I saw the cast list of Borderlands and I noped out of there quickly. So there's definitely a lot of movies that I know I won't like. I know me. That's why I pick and choose movies to edit for YouTube or to react to. Have you seen or will you ever react to Buffy the Vampire Slayer? I haven't seen. I want to eventually watch it to see what all the hype is about. Yeah. Romance animated movies sucks, that's why? No, they don't. They're awesome. Silent Running? Speaking of running, I want to see Running Man, I think it's called. Does that have Arnold? Maybe. Oh, Total Recall I need to watch too. Jesus, Murphy. Hey, Joe from Nevada. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. I think what does well reflects on the crowd you've attracted, kind of like your average viewer is. Yeah, which I honestly don't know what my average viewer is, so I'm still trying to figure out what the hell my average viewer likes to watch. I thought Training Day was going to do really well. Nope, like it's doing terrible, so I have no idea. I always think I get what people like, and then nope, thrown out the window. Do you have a DVD or a Blu-ray player, or do you only stream? I have, I had a DVD player, but I need to get a new one. So at the moment, I only stream. But I need to, it's on my list of things to do in the next couple of weeks to get a DVD player. Or like reader for my PC. Hey Matt, how are you? I've been following your reactions for a few months. Enjoy your IMDb trivia. Oh, I'm glad. I love reading the IMDb trivia. It's so like fascinating, and there's just so much stuff, and I can easily tell which people don't watch the outros because they state the exact same thing I say in the IMDb trivia. I'm always like, oh look, 20 people didn't read it. Okay, that's good. It makes me laugh because I'm like, this sounds so familiar. I wonder why. It just, yeah. Anyways, I think it's fascinating knowing behind the scenes stuff, so I'm glad you like it too. Hey James from Phoenix, if you're still here, hello. Thanks for stopping by. Initially you wanted to binge your short films without any particular order after always to take a walk. Oh, okay, yeah, that one. I like making movies like that. Not, I mean, I understand sometimes it hits too close to home, but I don't know. I think movies that make you feel something are fantastic. So I try. Because I just need to take a couple pictures and already gone. Oh, nice. Oh, so you're back. Yeah, I know you asked the question, so I'm going to get to it eventually, how I started and all that stuff. I don't know what Abigail is. I'm assuming it's a horror movie. First birthday, yes. What about second birthday? Alex, happy belated birthday! Your birthday was yesterday. Hopefully you're still here. I hope you get to enjoy, you had fun, and you just get to just be happy on your birthday and today. And I hope everyone is happy also. Gray hair, we syndicate that. I mean, I need to trim it at some point because it's like unruly long, but it needs to, I need to make it look better, you know? So I'll cut it at some point. So probably up to here. No, probably just up to like here. Make it fresh for summer, you know? Hey Gates, how are you? Gates? Gads? Gads, I don't know. Morocco method, check out the site sometime. I don't know. Morocco method? I was thinking maybe I've gone to the hairdressers once in my life, like 20 years ago, so I may go to the hairdresser to get my haircut this time. We'll see. Oh, AJ, it's not that I don't like your messages, is that I am extremely behind and trying to get through all of it. I'm glad you like my short film, Gads. It's I wanted there's a few more I want to do this year, and I just need to get planning and get them done. Movie genre? I'm also going to answer that question, but I'll say it right now. Sci-fi and drama. If I had to pick only one sci-fi. Hey, IG, how are you? What's the subject? The subject is Daily Double. How are you? Crap. Just a quick note, guys. Just behave. Don't fight. Movie with Kirk Douglas and Tony Curtis. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that one. Hey, Jaco. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Without a doubt, you're one of the best out there. You need to check out Down Periscope, Pink Submarine. Hilarious. Down Periscope was mentioned on Patreon after Hunt for Red October. I feel like I've heard Pink Submarine before, though. Also. Hey, Leroy. Hello, hello. How are you? Jojo Rabbit reactions. How you found the channel? This is a fantastic movie. Not a huge fan of Taika Waititi though, but he does Sirius very well. Do you happen to have a very special talent other than acting and reacting? I would say no, but I'm my hardest critic, so I could, and I'm just not aware of it. I'm wicked smart. That's all I know. Hey, Sean, how are you? How is it out west? When will I start watching Marvel movies? And by that, do you mean when am I going to start rewatching them because I've seen them? I don't know if I've seen all the Spider-Man movies, but anyways, I would like to rewatch Marvel, but we'll see. We'll see if there's interest in it first of all. Hey, light blue Yoshi fan. Ooh, light blue Yoshi. That's a good choice. I ooze intellect. Maybe, I don't know. I guess I don't know what yeah, I don't know. I'll figure out what my average person watches and I'll be able to hone in more movies that people want to watch. All I know is that strangely enough, whenever I have a poll on YouTube, the winner usually performs terribly. So I don't know what to believe anymore. So I think the silent majority is not the same as the people who vote. And yeah, anyways, it's very bizarre how it all works. But all the movies that have won a YouTube poll have performed terribly. It makes me laugh. Death Spank. Never heard of those, but I feel like it's rated R. Equilibrium, starring Christian Bale. I think my brother used to imitate him from that movie. Definitely he would imitate him from American Psycho. Not the killing part, but just the like his expressions and his craziness. Greetings from Earth, Jeff. Everything is a-okay, yeah. Watch what I want to watch. That's not 100% how it works if you want the channel to do well, I would say. Not for me, at least. Some people are able to do that. Not everyone. Mega Reacts, hello! Also, if you're still here, because, you know, it's, I'm catching up. Oh, I'm actually pretty close to the end. Oh boy, okay, now I gotta run fast, like Running Man. Training is fantastic. Due to work, I haven't watched a reaction yet. You'll get there eventually. It'll still be there. So, I mean, it should, unless I get copyright, but if it does, then I'll work on getting it visible. Enjoy the rest of your day, Aardvark. Thank you for being here. Hey, Taveti from Finland. Seems like a nice country. Sometimes you comment answering questions before you answer questions for yourself. I mean, that's quite possible. There's also that aspect. Some people do comment immediately and don't watch the rest of it before comment, which is fine, which is, I guess, because that's not how I do things. It's hard for me to remember that people do that. But yeah, which is fine. It's just, in my mind, I find it funnier just to point out people who didn't watch the outro, because a lot of people get out of there as soon as the reaction is done. So they did Bridge Too Far. We'll get your copy out, watch your reaction. Oh, enjoy Bridge Too Far. Bridge Too Far. That was yeah, no, that was, I'm really glad I watched it. I don't want to give away too much. Jeff, yeah, that's why after I catch up, I'll answer some questions. A movie you like ruin when you find out something about someone involved that just makes separating art and artist not possible. So I think for the most part I can separate art from the artist. Because just because someone's a piece of crap doesn't mean they're not a good actor. So I look at more their acting ability. And you know, some people just have they like ooze charisma, like Denzel Washington, right? Which I can enjoy certain aspects of people, but I know that they're not good people. If that makes sense. It doesn't mean that I want to support them in the sense that I'm like, oh my god, I would love to meet them, get their autograph. I'd be like, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near them. But a lot of times also there's some actors that you don't find out anything until like 10 years later, and you're like, oh, okay, so there's that. I guess for the most part, I do a good job separating the art from the artist and being able to enjoy the work done. Because if you look at a movie, let's say, you know, movie comes out, lead actor is someone you despise because they're a terrible person. I understand not wanting to support them, but at the same time, there are so many people that worked on that film that is not them. The crew, like director, producers, everyone involved, there's a lot of people that got jobs because of this movie, which is great. Like director of photography, and then you've got the composers, everyone else that put like their hard work into it. I want to support them. I want to support the industry, but I don't necessarily want to like support the piece of crap people. But sometimes it's hard to know, especially if they're behind the scenes. You may not know they're not great people, right? But I don't think I've had a movie ruined because of it, because there's so many different aspects of a film. So if lead actor is a piece of garbage and Hans Zimmer does the score, movie's not going to be ruined because of the lead actor. I'm still going to really enjoy the music. I'm going to enjoy different aspects. I may not just like the person, if that makes sense. Hey, Francisco from Brazil. How are you? Personal messages like DMs? Oh, yeah, I don't respond to DMs. Sorry. I interact with people on public platforms for multiple reasons. If people are not comfortable with interacting with me on public platforms, then I'm sorry, that's just my rule. I have a Discord for that. I've got like YouTube here, Patreon, but I will not do DMs unless for some reason, you know, you're on Patreon and you have an issue for some reason on Patreon. Obviously send me a message and I'll deal with it, but personal interactions, I won't do DMs. If that's a deal breaker for you, well, sorry. Personal messages, for my own safety, I will not deal with. Because imagine, let's say 100 people DM me. That's a lot of one-on-one conversations. And so that's why public platforms, if there's 100 people speaking, other people are going to interact with each other, which is fine, but it's not solely on me because having one-on-one conversations with 100 people, that's a full-time job on itself. I like how you have some basic knowledge of people and things that existed in the world before 2000. Makes a difference. I know some stuff, but I don't know specifics. And I think one of the things that people have to remember is that I'm not American. American history is not something that is taught outside of the US. So a lot of people are like, oh, how come you didn't recognize, I don't know if Ronald Reagan wasn't, but something about Ronald Reagan. I'm like, why the hell would I? So it's interesting how a lot of people just assume everyone knows everything about the USA, like history. I'm like, why? Straighten up that Spider-Man? I could. I'd have to redo a whole. I reacted to any of the Marx Brothers movies. I don't know what they are. You'd have to tell me what they are, but I'm guessing no. Mesmerized by long hair. It's pretty nice. I like it. My hair trimmed, asked the stylist only trim. No, I chop more off. More than a eighth of an inch. Eighth of an inch, quarter of an inch. No, I'm gonna do more. Reaction to Serbian film. I think that's one of the movies that I don't Serbian film. I've heard it mentioned a lot of times, something about it being either completely gruesome, hard to watch, or something, or is it rarely long? I don't know, but there's a negative something about it. I'm pretty sure that's the one. And if it is, then it's probably not something I'll watch. Not react to, at least. I could be wrong, and I could be thinking of a different movie, but immediately off the top of my head, for some reason, Serbian film is in my not to react to list. Would I consider dyeing my hair? If so, what color? Whatever hides the gray hairs. Please no Marvel. I like Marvel. Chat is very lively. It is, yeah. For the most part, people are also really cool in chat. Good Will Hunting 2 starring Verowak. She's wicked smart. Yes, exactly. But I mean, I gotta say, that is like one of the things I'm most proud of, thinking up of Matt Damon. Like, I think that's like my crowning achievement for reactions. I don't know what else I've done, but definitely Matt Damon is one of my highlights. All my reactions. Comedy and sci-fi, largely watch people watching comedy. Yeah, I'm not sure why people. I don't understand the whole hype about comedy, to be honest. Care about the numbers and algorithm? 100%. If I want to do this and be able to, for it to be part of like my job, you sort of gotta care about numbers and algorithm. If you're doing this completely just for fun and are not looking to do anything serious, it doesn't matter as much, for sure. So it all depends on what you're doing it for. Do animated movies? I would love to. I have Toy Story 2 coming out at some point in the next month-ish, hopefully, and we'll see how that does. Make Running Man with Tom Cruise. I think he's getting a little too old. I think like 20 years ago, I don't know what the movie is, but if it's running, yeah, definitely put Tom Cruise in it. That thing, my view, is that a lot? don't know about great movies that are mostly older ones, 80s and before. I mean, there's definitely a lot of great movies before the 80s. I'm loving all the ones that I have watched so far, but I don't know about them, so I can't choose one. You know, I could look it up randomly and be like top 20 movies in the 70s and then try to pick one, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Favorite movie you haven't watched on Watch Before the channel? Favorite movie I watched before would probably be Lord of the Rings. Hey, Haddock. Wait, you've been here before. Did I say hi before? I feel like I have. How much time does it usually take from the time you watch a movie till the time it's posted? It varies greatly. It depends if I'm sending it out to get edited, if I'm editing it, if it's like a Marvel pick or Marble winner pick, then it might be longer. So it varies greatly. Usually, last year what I did was I watched it on Tuesday, did the full length on Patreon on Wednesday. I edited it either Thursday or Friday, and then it was up on Saturday. But with editors, they don't take just one day. Usually, like they're not like, oh, if I send it the Thursday, they'll do it Friday. It's more of a, I give them a week so they could do it when they have time. What a curious cat. Thank you so much for the super chat. I feel like I should have music of some kind. Ugh, I need to figure out how to set up alerts and stuff on YouTube. Sec. But thank you so much. It's so kind. My God, you guys are all so freaking nice today, with a couple exceptions. But for the most part, you guys are amazing. And they're just like that one person. Gosh. Sometimes biggest pieces of crap are the best actors because they've been hiding their true self for so long they've gotten really good at pretending to be someone else. Yeah, I mean, I do agree. I do agree. If you're if you're not a great person, you eventually learn to hide it and pretend to be someone else. And then people are like, oh my God, this person's awesome. And then truth comes out and you're like, oh, wow. And then you're like, oh my God, their role in this movie, it makes so much sense now. That was actually them being themselves. We thought it was acting, but it's not. How many Stephen King books do I have? Up to 10, I think. I'd have to check my small bookcase downstairs, but approximately 10 maybe. I haven't read all of them though, so yeah. This year I'm going to be reading a lot more. Hey, Mr. Mice, how are you? Do I still paint? I haven't painted in a while. Painting a pic from a movie you reacted to, could probably sell it afterward. I was thinking of doing something like that where I could try to, well, I would do it probably for animated movies because those are a lot easier to paint than anything realistic. I'm not super good at realism, I would say, but I would love to. I mean, I could draw it. I could draw it a lot better than paint it in black and white. But I would love to have time and really the ability to just do all that. That would be amazing. I would absolutely love that. Celebrities are a mixed bag for sure. Very comfortable keeping my distance from them. And plus, I mean, they're just people, you know. Sometimes it's nice to just leave them alone. Next, we're in Captain Marvel. Very long day. Got on set 5 a.m. Crew was already bustling about. Movie crews work hard. Movie sets are like a 10, 12-hour day, 14-hour days. Like you try not to go 14 because of budgetary reasons, but 12-hour days are normal. That's perfectly normal, which is really amazing. As an actor, obviously you have not as long, but the crew works hard, which is amazing. Ooh, John, I'm not very good to ask for suggestions. A couple movies. You submitted a couple movies to your forum. Awesome, thank you. I'm gonna change it up and ask you for a recommendation. Should I read that be a modern type novel? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've sort of been like stuck in the past. I would obviously recommend The Expanse just for sci-fi because it's amazing. But for the most part, I've sort of been like living in a, I guess like I've been exploring a time capsule. So I don't really know what's modern anymore. Like from like 2010 onwards, I've sort of been living in a world of my own. Work, 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 super hard work, and then I guess more work. So I'm sorry, I'm not very good for recommendations for stuff like that. Separate art from artists. Whenever I've seen the art before, I know the artist is terrible. Like I love most Mel Gibson's older movies. Doubt I'll rewatch new ones. I do think that a lot of times artists do change a little bit, or maybe it's just our perception of them changes once we know they're garbage. I could be completely off. Hey Kamal, how are you? You don't get how safety relates to not corresponding via DMs? I mean, it does, but yeah, I don't know. It's some people just become a anyways. I don't have to explain myself, but that's just how it is. Oh boy. Thank you, BMW Racer. Andromeda Strain to read, then you watch the movie to compare. Usually, I will say, first of all, thank you for that. I actually prefer, wait, yeah, I prefer watching the movie before reading it. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, I like seeing the world be built up visually and then expanding on it from the book. Because usually, books are more elaborate. You know, they have more descriptions or just more characters. They just go dive deeper into the world, and so that's my preference. So thank you so much for that. I will actually. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna take a 5 minute break, and then I'll be right back. And then I will speed through the rest of the comments. I swear. I swears it. I'll be right back. I don't have music. Let me just put something on real quick. All right, and I'm back. Wait, wait, wait. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we're good. We're gonna speed through this because that's how I roll. Hey, Josue, how are you? Good day. Hey, Christian. Have I seen movie Year Trip? I saw it. I don't know when it came out, but Scotty doesn't know. That's all I can say. Very quick break. Yeah, I know. I know. Editing Vero, that is me. I don't know why I have that set up there. Oh yeah, I copied it. That's right. Now I remember. All right. All right. We are going through, going through. Hey Skipper, how are you? Oh, thank you. It's one that I did like last year. For short, wait, which one was that one? Oh yeah, for like a local film festival. Um, I just haven't posted it yet until now, rather. Okay. Hope you're doing well also. I had to do my break really quickly because, you know, time is of the essence here. The only USA history we really covered was when I was in school in the UK was the slave trade. Definitely didn't cover individual presidents. Yeah, no idea. Um, yeah, I have very few history related topics from school. So we sort of focus more on our own country, which makes sense. Matt Damon. I know that much from Team America. That movie is possibly on my list to watch, but I don't know if it counts as animation or what, because animation doesn't do well on the channel, but isn't it like, is it claymation or is it animated? I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever, I have done a collaboration with another channel, Run to the Movies. We did Hot Fuzz and Red. I would definitely be up for more collaborations for sure. Um, yeah. It's just not super easy to schedule and do them. For me at least. Oh, Marx Brothers are comedy. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I had no idea. Oh no. There we go. As a male, it's a lot easier to get by with gray hair. As a woman in acting industry, that's not really how it works. You don't really get to just have some gray hair and be cast for any roles, you know? If you don't believe me, watch movies with, you know, I guess any lead actress. It's either dyed hair or completely gray. There is no in between. I think the only exception that I've seen, which granted there might be a lot more, is in The Last of Us. Tess does have some grays. So yeah. Hey, I am Mac. Thank you so much. Any books you've read that you want to see made into a movie or already have been that you're looking forward to release review? Oh gosh, oh gosh. I don't know if there's already a movie of this. There's a couple of Dean Koontz movies that I really enjoyed, or books that I really enjoyed growing up that I've always been like, I would love to see this. One of them is Lightning, which I have right there. And um, From the Corner of His Eye, is that made or is the Dark Half made? Well, I mean, aside from that, the Martian was made into a movie, so there's that, I guess. Um, I am blanking. I feel like there's a few books that that I thought of this and I was like, I would love to see this in a movie, but I can't think of them right now. Whenever someone asks me a question, I like draw a blank. I'm like, why does this happen? It's like if you're going for like an exam. I could never study for exams because as soon as I get there, I would just forget everything that I crammed. So whenever there's a question, I'm like, I have to already know the answer so well and have thought of it a lot. But yeah, anyway, I think there are more. I cannot think of what they are. I mean, I would love to see a Dark Tower series made. I've heard there was a movie and I've heard that was terrible, but I think I read the first book. I don't know if I've read the whole one, and I remember a few things from audiobooks, but not much. But I think that's one of them that I would like. But thank you so much for the super chat. Very generous. And I'm going to try to see if any other books pop into my mind. Oh, there's a little book. I don't know if it's very popular, though. It may have just flown under the radar, but The Lord of the Rings. I think if there's a movie made of that, it would be really awesome. I'm kidding. I've seen the movies. Hey, Maxie Wolf. I'm good. How are you? Hope you're doing well on this Friday. Research the Care Bears property someday, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 share. I saw some episodes when I was a kid, so maybe not. Oh, why can't I? Okay, whoo. Hey, Pedro. I'm good. How are you? Hope you had a nice day. When am I 60? People do get gray hairs before 60, you know. I'm not sure if you've been out in this place we call outside, but people, even in their teens, can start getting gray hairs. Did I ever watch Rain Man Cruise and Hop? Yes, I did. It was like one of the first movies after I finished Harry Potter when I first started the channel. I've gotten a lot of hate in the comments, but it's just how it is when you speak your mind. I can ask you for many titles of many movies. You're a big movie lover. I've seen hundreds of them during your life. Can't guarantee how people would love them, but at least not as many reactors are mostly doing the same movies. I mean, again, for reactors, a lot of times, depending, like if you have that like special, I'm gonna call it like the it factor, where no matter what movie you watch, people will watch. It depends what you're doing the channel for. That's a big decider of what we watch, and plus the audience that you cultivate. So if you make a channel and you're watching, you start with Marvel movies, there's gonna be a lot of people that watch, and so your channel's gonna grow a lot. And then after that, what do you do after that? Do you try to keep your channel growing? And by that you need to do popular movies or like the same movies that all reactors do, or do you want to try to do little known movies? And then if you're like, okay, well, Marvel, I used to get 60,000 views and a certain income. Next movie, you're like, I got 1,000 views and like 1/60th of the income. You're like, what do you do? Right? It's seeing numbers really affects, at least for the most part. Oh gosh. Hold on a sec. Did my thing crash? Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, anyways, so it's unless you've done something where you see your views and then the performance of your videos affects how, I mean, it affects you in the end. That's all I can really say. Yeah. If you see your movies are doing well, you get like, a certain amount of views and you're like, oh, this is awesome, it's growing, and then you plummet for the next 3 movies, you're like, It sucks. It feels terrible. At least for me. What scares me most in horror movies, non-horror for that matter. See, the problem with horror movies, oh yeah, that's another thing that doesn't do well on my channel because I don't yell and I don't get scared visually too much, which is what people want to see in horror reactions. I'm just not a loud person, so I don't know what scares me the most. I don't think I've ever had nightmares from movies. Yeah, I've never had nightmares from movies, so I don't know what scares me the most. I also haven't watched that many horror movies, so maybe that's part of the reason. Thanks for watching Best Years of Our Lives. It was a really great watch. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, okay, now I remember. Yeah, it was really good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey Eric, how are you? Oh, you're done work. Yay! Does that mean the weekend starts for you? Hopefully. That is a pan flute. It is not bamboo. Any of those coming soon? Memento, Apocalypse Now, The Godfather. I get confused between Apocalypse Now and Apocalypto because they literally start with the same 7 letters. But I've seen Memento way back, like 20 some years ago. So unless I do a rewatch of it, I don't know if I remember what happens in it. I remember some stuff, but I don't know if I remember the whole thing. But I haven't seen them. I don't know if when I'll get to Apocalypse Now and The Godfather. Could set up super chat so I could hear. Yeah, I'd have to set up alerts, which I gotta do. Watch more movies than you can count, and you have read thousands of books. So many great stories, huh? Have you ever thought of writing your own stories? You can't take it with you. I don't know if I've heard of that one before. Another series recommendation is Scrubs. It ran from 2001 to 2010. I mean, I don't know if any medical show can beat Dr. House. Like, House was amazing. I think the 2000s was really the decade of a lot of medical shows. Be curious to see. Oh, okay, hold on a second. Let me just write this down. Okay. That might not work actually, because I'm thinking I could watch like the top rated episode of a few different medical series, but a lot of times I'm not going to know anything about the characters, so I might not be as affected. Yeah, maybe that won't be good. Never mind. Hey, Ryford. Thank you very much for all you do. All your hard work, greatly appreciated. Done some absolutely awesome movie reactions. I'm glad you think so, and you were happy to see my reaction to Casablanca. The next movie, there's another Casablanca. Oh, Gone with the Wind, I think it has quotes that I'm thinking of. But I'm so happy Casablanca had so many quotes. I'm like, oh my god, I've heard these before. And it was actually a really fantastic movie. I love the story. It was really, really well done. Hey, JPWCPA. JP, I'll call you JP. How about that? Thank you so much for the super chat from Northeast Ohio. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, that's just on the other side of the lake. Very northeast. That's very much on the side, close to the lake, close to, I guess, close-ish. Niagara Falls, Detroit, whatever on the other side. Got it. U.S. geography. I'm gonna learn it. I used to know the U.S. state capitals. I learned that over a March break because I wanted to. I don't remember most of them though. But thank you so much. And I hope you had a nice Friday or are having one. Martin, thank you for that as well. The super chat. What is your views on movies eventually being made by AI? Um, I think AI should be used for mundane tasks. Let humans have the creativity stuff. Get AI to do the other stuff. I do understand that it's gonna let a lot of people do film when they normally couldn't. But I'm not super interested in AI being used to make films. I see like both sides of it, that it's going to grant a lot more accessibility to people, but at the same time, I feel like there's going to be a massive influx of movies that are not good at all. Especially like AI cannot write stories very well. Like I mean, with a lot of prompting and a lot of guidance, it could refine it. But anyways, I'm not big with AI being used to make movies. Get people to do that. You know, that's the fun part. Engineer, how did films and all that stuff come about? When I was in, long story short, I was wanted to be an actor. I didn't know it was an actor that I wanted to be. And so when I went to university, I chickened out of going for acting and went to something a lot more like easier for me. So math and science. And so I eventually got the courage to get into acting, try it a bit, and sort of start getting into that industry. So I've always wanted to do it. I've always wanted to make stories and have different characters, but yeah. Seen the Arrowverse TV shows? I have not. I may have seen like an episode or two of the Arrow. Is it just called Arrow? I think it's called Arrow, but that's it. Seen the sci-fi movie Valerian in the City of Thousand Planets? I have not. 2017. I feel like I've heard things about it. Maybe that it's not a good adaptation. I feel like I've got like a little bit of tidbits here and there about stuff, but I don't really remember them all the time. Hey, NG from BC. Hello from Ontario. Hope you're well. Look at Mr. Biggs being the just a good person. The reverse visualization, the world doesn't require as much work to construct in your head after watching the movie when reading the novel. Yeah, I visualize things really easily. Like even just when I speak to people, I visualize things all the time. So the visualization part isn't an issue for me. I think I remember it. I think I remember, maybe I remember books a lot better if I read it before the movies. Maybe that's why I don't remember books a lot after seeing the movie. Because I remember the books that I've read that don't have a movie. Oh, maybe I'm gonna explore that a little bit more. 5 minutes to come up with 1,000 questions, guys. No. Good chilling choice. I thought so. It's been inspired because it's been freaking amazing watching it this year. Not surprised by the music choice. I know, right? Oh, look, I'm back from my break already. ACDE, hello, hello. When did I go on break? Ugh. It's okay, we're getting there. I've not seen or heard of Tomorrowland. Wait, is that with George Clooney? Maybe. Evening has turned into Fallout-inspired tunes once again. I mean, there are worse things in life. The Pokemon graphics? It was there as planned there, but I guess I may not get to the quiz stuff, but we'll see. Animated movies from DC? I don't know what animated movies from DC, so yeah. I know there's animated series. Would you do a bad movie night, emoji movie, or more movie 47? Oh god. That would lift the curtain into what I really feel about some comedies. There are definitely some comedy movies that I will not watch. Definitely not reaction to. I mean, I will never watch on my own time. Maybe for reaction, but maybe eventually down the line. I don't know. I don't know what bad movies are though. I guess I'd have to ask people, but it would be very subjective, so I don't know. You sure it's a Smurfs franchise? React review movies based on that franchise? Again, this is animated, so probably not. That sounds like a lot of time invested in it, which will result in not performing well, which will just crush me. Hey, Sketchbook, how are you? Trying to survive a post-apocalyptic world. Imagine worrying about gray is the last thing on your mind. Yeah, but it's nice to see, though, in films. Most reactor I follow are Canadian. You don't have a Canadian Reactors Club? Nope, there seems to be a decent amount of Canadian reactors. But then again, I know a lot of reactors that are not Canadian. So I think there's like a fine balance. Maybe the algorithm is like, hey, we saw that you like Canadian reactors. Here's more. So they keep feeding you more Canadian reactors. Tick Tick would be a great Kuntz adaptation. Tick Tick. I don't think I've read that one. Dark Half already made. Okay, Dark Half is already made. I think From the Corner of His Eye may not be. Yeah, Electric Bob. How are you on this fine Friday? Lord of the Rings, never heard of it. I know, right? Asimov Robot series, Galactic Empire series, Foundation series. Did they... I could be wrong. Are they not adapting Foundation, or is there not? For some reason, I want to think that there is a TV series Foundation, but I could be. It could actually be. I was thinking of Wheel of Time, and I didn't know what the difference was between the two. I do that a lot. Also, Dean Koontz fan. Darkers of the Heart, Strangers, Taking Innocence are good Koontz book that I think could be a great movie. He's clearly done a lot because I haven't read those ones. I need to really, really read more books this year somehow. Now, I've read the Harry Potter books since watching. I haven't read them all. I started. I read one of them, and then I read other books, and then I got to the second one, and then I feel like I've got no ability to focus on anything, and I'm just like all over the place because I finish a book, and then I completely forgot that I had started Harry Potter, so I read a few other books, and then I was like, oh shoot, Harry Potter, and then yeah, I don't know. I need to schedule my downtime. 32 found your first gray hair last week. My mom had mostly gray hair. Well, she started getting gray hairs at 17, and was mostly gray like a year later, early 20s. So yeah. Thriller books, astronaut Chris Hadfield's books, The Apollo Murders, The Defector, and more to come. Ooh, I didn't know he had books. That could be fun. Hair started appearing for me in your early 20s. It's fine because I've kept my hair longer than my dad. It's the little things like that you gotta be like, got that. Like that's why when I was like in my like teens, I was like, I might start getting gray hairs soon because my mom had like a full head of gray hairs by in like early 20s, and then I was like starting my 20s. I'm like, no gray hairs yet, and I'm like, whew. So I've lasted much longer than my mom for getting gray hairs. Do a movie based on the dictionary. I wonder. I wonder what scene. I mean, it would have to be a comedy, obviously. Um, I'd be curious to see what scene would be for Gullible. First gray hair at 7. By the time I was 15, people started to remind me about it. No white hair, gray only. So you weren't. You haven't leveled up yet. You haven't gone from Manic the Great to Manic the White. Oh, I think you need to find like a Balrog or something to fight so you can finally get that XP to boost you up to the next level. Alright, Kira's cat, you're probably gone, but have a good evening, rest of your day. Bob Ross reaction painting along. Did I? No, I didn't do that. I was thinking of doing that when I did my painting channel, but I never got to it. Do you look into numbers and analytics, or do you find that stuff tedious and or stressful? Not stressful. The only, like, for me, the only thing that's really stressful is public speaking or social interaction. Everything else is okay. Paint the room. Once it's warm enough to open the windows, because I don't want the smell to just like stay in the house. So maybe this weekend, depending on how busy I am, because I've got a few things lined up. But in the next few weeks, it'll be nice enough to open the windows finally. So I'll open that up and then paint. Shrubs is the polar opposite of house? Interesting. I have no idea how. Top rated episode would be watching the Red One. Oh gosh. That's what you watched? Were you confused? And were you like, when you started watching all the rest, we're like, I already know how this part's gonna end. I already know what this event is gonna be. Yeah, I feel like that. I mean, honestly, it sounds like a good idea, but at the same time, it's probably not a great idea to watch the top rated episodes first. Did I watch the 1990 movie Flatliners? I did not. Hey Ian, how are you? Favorite Aussie movie? I don't know what movies are Aussie movies, so I don't know if I've seen some. Consider reacted to Clint Eastwood film Bridges of Madison County. There's a few Clint Eastwood movies that I want to tackle. That's the first time I heard of that one though. Every day there's like at least 10, 20 more movies that I hear for the first time. It's really amazing. So if you don't like AI, I sure wouldn't mind seeing a potential screenplay from you with help from a partner. Up for something like that? I mean, I'm planning on writing a few screenplays this year, hopefully for some feature films that I can eventually find funding for. I don't know how all that works. I need to figure out how grants work in this area and how people go about that funding their films. But if I find writing partners, like I'd love to find a group of people that I work well with that we can make movies. I don't know if that'll happen, but one day maybe. My name sounds like some sort of mythical creature from the woods. Well, it's partially Pokemon and partially my name. So, it's technically I grew up, I'm not in the woods, but in rural area. So I think it works. We can twist it. Mr. Mice, thank you so much. That is super generous of you. Appreciate your channel and the layers of your reactions. Wit, snark, humor. I love being snarky. Delicate and proper emotion, intellect and understanding of story and film, both on screen and behind the scenes. I'm done kissing yes. Thank you so much. I mean, everyone has their doubts about whatever they do, right? And honestly, seeing you guys just really enjoy what I do is amazing on my side of things. And the fact that you like I've always had issues with people understanding my humor. So seeing that you guys love my humor, I'm like, oh, finally I found people, because usually that's not how it works. So thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Mice. Hot take, there's no adaptation that will ever please book readers because it's such a different medium. That's why I treat them all differently. Like if I watch a movie and I read a book, they're two completely different things. I actually enjoy both usually because I'm like, these are two interpretations of the story, which I'm fine with. Hey, Den from Netherlands. Hello. I'm saying greeting a little late because I'm catching up on chat. Slowly but surely. Water bottle is huge. It is. It's got times here, and so I want to make sure I drink. It's a good way to keep track of where I should be drinking throughout the day. I think is great. 40-ounce Manji. Hello. Hello, hello. How are you? Channel material, not scrubs isn't, I think. Could be wrong. Pretty enjoy stuff on your own. Yo, yeah, okay. Well, I don't really know. What do I watch on my own, though? I don't have as much time to watch stuff. I usually watch movies, or I like rewatch movies on my own time. Usually while eating, there's either like House being rewatched or Mythbusters. I haven't watched all of Mythbusters, so it's not really a rewatch. It's a watching for the first time, but there's a lot of seasons. Verowak is my childhood nickname. Marowak mix. That's what my brothers used to call me. Movie adaptation of Dean Koontz' Odd Thomas. I've heard Odd Thomas before. I didn't know it was a Dean Koontz movie or book. Our works we can't interact. Just want to say favorite reactor. Well, I'll try another time to have a later stream just to catch. Or you know what? Maybe not on a weekday. Maybe that's the trick, is not to have this on a weekday. Oh, I didn't think of that till now. So I'll try next time to not have it on a weekday. So hopefully more people can join. Oh my god, I'm so close to the end. Okay. Films of Canadian director David Cronenberg, very unique male filmmaker. I've heard the name. I don't think I've seen any of his movies. I don't think I've seen Cronenberg movies. I think Cronenberg and Lynch are sort of the names that I've heard of and that are very unique, but until this year, I've never seen any of them. I do want to see Twin Peaks at some point. I think there's a couple seasons in the 80s, early 90s, and then there's one in the 2010s at some point. So I want to get to that at some point because I think that would be cool to watch. Have I seen Secret Level on Prime Video? No. Hold on a sec. Which one is that one? No, I think I saw a few minutes of one episode and it was giving me motion sickness, so I've not tried since. I don't think all of them are like that, but I'm not excited to look at it just because I don't know. The painting channel is still up, yeah, but I haven't posted anything in a few years. I don't actually know. Oh, it's Verowak art. Wow. Look at me being creative. Verowak art. Grandma's 107, full head of white hair since 40. Grandma the White, yeah. I think I agree with Biggs. I think she's probably a very powerful wizard. I remember having to take a public speaking class in college. I can't tell you my experience from it because I've successfully removed those memories from. That's typically what I do in public social interactions or public interactions. I'm just like, I don't want to deal with it. I'll just remain pleasantly, not ignorant, just I'll remove it. Really enjoyed your movie choices lately. Training Day, Naked Gun, the Matrix trilogy were all great. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm hoping to keep publishing 2 things a week, just to try to get more content out. We'll see how that goes. Tomorrow, The Nice Guys. If you don't want to wait till tomorrow, it's available early access on Patreon and YouTube members, but it'll be out tomorrow. If you want full length, it's on Patreon. Oh yeah, The Nice Guys. It was a Marble winner pick, I believe. Which, couple funny scenes in there. Makes best cookies in the universe. Oh my god, what kind of cookies, Manic? What kind of cookies does she make? Bank robber movies? I don't know them. So I'm not doing them because I don't want to. If that makes sense. I'm not doing them because I don't know about them. I'll read silent movie and do the entire reaction in mime. I'm good. I've got a couple Mel Brooks movies that I want to watch in the nearish future. Yeah. The Castle and The Year My Voice Broke. Oh, that sounds like interesting movies. Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry, is that a Western? Probably. Everything's a Western. Andres from Puerto Rico. There we go. I'm glad you enjoyed the short film. I think it was my first real better production quality film. Room was perfect time for us Europeans. I thought so. 2 p.m. So 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. for the most part. Hey Chris, how are you? Good afternoon. I'm glad you enjoyed them. It's my pleasure. I love reading everything that everyone says on the comments. It makes my days a lot of times. And once in the 2, the movie, and Twin Peaks: The Return. Okay, there's a movie in there. That's true. That's true. Mine to all genres. I think for the most part. I think the one genre that is most hit or miss with me is comedy. I think like mid 2000s and before comedy is good for me. I'm not too sure about till now comedy, like 2005 till now comedies. Typify with minimalist dialogue, unglorified violence, and body horror. I don't know if I've seen body horror. I don't know if that would be my kind of thing, though. Because seeing body horror, I imagine things, and I'm like, I don't think I'd care for that. But then again, it's possible it would be better than what I imagine, because I've never seen it. Seen any, rather. It's not a Western? Okay, I would have no way of knowing. The channel's fantastic, and reactions are always well worth watching. I'm glad. I try. I do wish I could be more clever, but maybe eventually. grandma made the best cookies. Nestle Toulouse. I feel like this is a joke of some kind and I don't know what it is. Have fun watching short films I did, including my recent one. I'm glad. It's I like making short films. I just have to get an idea and make it happen. Another notoriously unique and different filmmaker, Alejandro Jodorowsky. I've never heard of that name before though. That's the first time. Mata Sangre. Okay. Yeah, if you guys have movie suggestions, I do have the Google form that accepts suggestions. I do read all the comments, all the suggestions that are put there. But again, I can't guarantee to watch every single movie that is suggested just because that is a lot of movies. That's a lot. Yeah, I do have on Patreon every few months, I have a Patreon suggestion poll where I ask everyone to submit either 1 or 2 movies. And then from those, either I do a couple different polls with random numbers, or I get everyone to vote on or to like all the comments, and then the top X amount get put into a poll type thing. But yeah. Enrique, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy them. De Mexico. Hola de Canada. Thing is classic body horror. Okay, I've not seen it. Cookies, oatmeal, brown sugar with a choice of topping, usually raisin or chocolate chips. Or chippets, rather. Did I say whatever, the same thing. Reproduction of it is a mix of raisin and caramel chippets. Oh man, I need to make cookies soon. I need to make cookies this month. This weekend or this week. My goal is to make some delicious cookies. They're called nun farts or pet de sar. They're delicious. Also, the movie that shows the unique style of Aussie comedy in the year my voice broke, amazing coming of age film. I sort of assumed year my voice broke would be more coming of age, just because, you know, the name of it. The castle intrigues me because I like castles. And I don't know what Aussie comedy is like, so yeah. I've not watched Clint Eastwood and Gran Torino, no. Have I seen Oh, I've seen... Oh. Where Eagles Dare. Yeah, it's not edited on the channel. It's on Patreon. I think it's him and someone else. I don't remember who the someone else is. Wait, is that might be my only Clint Eastwood movie? I'd have to check his filmography to make sure that he's acted in. Because I did see Flags of Our Fathers. I need to see Letters from Iwo Jima. So if you say, oh, this is a Clint Eastwood movie, do you guys mean that he's acted in it or that he's directed? Because he's done both, and so I'm not sure what exactly counts for a Clint Eastwood movie, if it's directed by him or acted. Curious. You've returned, Font Cow. Welcome back. Still, I mean, I'm like so close to the bottom. I see the chat move up. That's how close I am to the bottom. Hey, Jimmy. Hello. Ahoy there. How are you? Birdemic? That sounds like Sharknado. I haven't seen that one either, but yeah. Black and white cookies from New York City. I've never heard of those. My plans for the rest of the year? Oh, I have no idea. I don't plan that far ahead. I try to take it maximum 1 month at a time. Nash Edgerton? Did film he called Spider Square, which was pretty good. I've never heard of Nash or Spider or the Square. Randomizer selects as well as a poll. There are some phenomenal, creative, and deeply moving films that would never win a poll just because not enough people have seen it. Yeah, so usually what I do is I have movies that I choose to watch, and then sometimes I have a poll that either has suggestions from people put into it, or I have polls of movies that I want to watch, like Western movies that I've chosen to put on. So that's usually how I guess react to stuff. Um, so because I like having at least one poll a month on Patreon, just because I don't know, I love polls. And I have a huge list of movies that I already want to watch. So adding a randomizer, maybe eventually, if the channel grows enough and I can have more editors and stuff, then I can add like a third movie reaction, and then I could get through more, and then I'll probably I definitely want to do some randomizers. But I also look at my Google form, and then I tabulate it all, and I check to see the top X amount that of the movies that were suggested, and then I sometimes pick from that as well. Or it's either I pick from that or I put them in a poll. Elviesel, hello. How are you? Eastwood movie starred usually? Okay, okay. Me both starring or directing or both. Elviesel from Germany. Hello, hello. No, let me reach the bottom. Stop it. Young Einstein? I haven't heard of that one. I've only heard of Young Frankenstein. I'm almost caught up. Lamageddon? That's not a real movie, is it? Am I able to solve my Rubik's Cube? I used to be able to. I'm out of practice. I wouldn't be able to do it right now. I used to be able to do it in... I want to say a minute, but I don't remember if that's how long it took me. I think maybe near a minute, I think. Couple good movies, great cast that are typically under the radar are Chef. I mean, the problem with food movies is that I'm just gonna be hungry the entire time. Good, Bad, the Ugly Eastwood movie. Yeah, he's got that Western trilogy. Do you like Paul Rudd movies? I mean, I liked Ant-Man, so yes. Can you date me? No, you cannot. YouTube is not a dating website. You're walking in the woods. There's no one around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot her. Burrow catching up. Also an amazing song. If you haven't seen it or listened to it yet, definitely do Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf. One of my favorites. I'm not a big theater goer, so I don't go to movies to watch releases. I try to avoid being around people, especially movie theaters. It's just I worked in a movie theater for a bit, and I'm not a big movie theater goer at all. I would much rather watch a movie at home in my PJs with my snacks. Hello, Dale. Love your channel, watching your reactions to one of my favorite movies of all time, When Harry Met Sally. That was an amazing movie. I didn't know what to expect, especially because it was like a romance movie, and then it just kept getting better, and it was just so sweet and just adorable. It was a good movie. Armageddon is a real movie? No. No. Almost at the bottom. Worms Armageddon is a fun game. I agree. I used to play it. It was great. Paul Rudd movie suggests I Love You Man. Not many channels have reacted to it. So there's Yes Man. There's I Love You Man. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know what Paul Rudd's done aside from Marvel. But he's mostly a comedy dude, I believe. First Clint Eastwood Western should be Fistful of Dollars. That's the first of the three, I'm guessing. Movie that made Eastwood a star first in the... Okay. Man with No Name. Is that like the horse with no name? Thank you, Mike. Peaches Attacks a vibe. It's so great to see movies. And plus, if you want to, if you like you drink too much water or anything, you can pause the movie, go to the bathroom, come back, and not miss a single thing. It's a weird concept, but it's really nice. And plus, you can pause to get snacks whenever you want. You're like, oh shoot, I've only brought one chocolate bar with me. The other one's all the way over there. I'll pause, get the other one, and you can eat it. Or if you need to refill, whatever. It's fantastic. Some movies must be watched in the theater. I personally completely disagree. On top of not being a big movie theater goer, the screen is too big. It gives me motion sickness a lot of times. If there's any handheld, if there's too much movement, it's not going to be enjoyable for me, and I'm going to either have to leave or just not look at it. So it's not for me. Ever seen a movie at a drive-in? I have not. No, I don't know of any drive-ins. So, no. Hey, William. I'm glad you enjoy them. Yeah, my predictions have caused me a lot of upset comments. That's all I can say. My favorite movie genre? Sci-fi. If I have to pick one. Edgy, thanks for being here. Have a great weekend. Popcorn or sweets? We'll watch a movie? Sweets. Always sweets. Give me that sugar. Oh, I'm addicted to sugar. It's not good, but trying to be better. But I fall off the horse all the time. Sleepless in Seattle. Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan. Plus, I think they did You've Got Mail. They've done a few. You had to fight 110-year-olds. What is your go-to weapon? Existing weapon or not? And this is a hypothetical situation, so I've got that. No, we're not. No, I'm not fighting humans. I'm not fighting kids. Because obviously a lightsaber is the best answer. Is this the start of the Into the Paul Rudd universe? Does he have that many movies? Paul Rudd Clueless? I've seen Clue. But I'm still clueless. You have to see Spinal Tap. I don't know. I avoid anything about it because I don't know what it is, and so I don't read anything about it. As soon as someone mentions Spinal Tap, I'm gone. Man with No Name, Zap Brannigan at your service. Think you have a sexy reading disorder. I've seen like a handful of Futurama episodes, and I feel like I've seen all the most popular quotes. Maybe that's why I've seen those ones. But I want to watch all of it at some point. Although an IMAX flick for something special, I haven't done that in ages, before COVID at least. Are there a lot of movies that do end up in IMAX though now? I don't know. I know Mission Impossible came out, and then I guess the next one might come out then too. Blade Runner at the Cinesphere in Toronto was glorious. Nice. I mean, that's a good experience to remember. Role Models? I've never heard of that one. Avengers at the Alamo Draft House was fun. I could have watched it at home. Yeah, I think the last movie I saw in theaters was Endgame because I didn't want to have to wait until it released to avoid all the spoilers. And I think before that, I don't know what movie I watched before that, but it was a while before that, I think. There we go. But that's the reason I went to the theater. We're back to one of the greatest actors of all time, Sidney Poitier. I don't know if he's French or if I'm saying it in French when it shouldn't be in French. To Sir with Love, and guess who's coming to dinner? Whoever it is better be bringing dessert. That's all I know. Hey, Matthew. Oh, don't worry about missing. Volunteering at a pet store, sitting with kitties 3 days a week. Oh, that sounds horrible. I'm so sorry for you. I mean, that's a great way to volunteer. I wish I could volunteer somewhere and just be like surrounded by dogs and just pet them. Wouldn't that be awesome? Do I get motion sickness easily? Hmm. Yeah, if I'm passenger in a car, train even worse. If I'm sitting backwards, don't even think about it. Planes are bad. Any kind of transportation. Certain movies, if there's too much camera movement, handheld footage, like Blair Witch Project, I'm never gonna watch it just because I can't. Um, it also depends on how close I am. A lot of video games I can't play, and yeah, there's a lot of things that affect motion sickness. It sucks. Must go. All right, have a great night, Elfiesel. Must work on Saturday. Oh no. Oh no. Hopefully you have a good weekend though, despite the work. You guys are seriously, why are you doing this? Why did you it was catching up to the end. Damn you. Ah. Damn it, you guys. Only brings one chocolate bar, talking crazy now. I know, I know. Well, because I'm trying to be responsible and not pig out and be like, oh, you know what? Future me is going to enjoy that chocolate bar. And I'm like, well, future me is in 2 minutes. So yes, she will. But, they try to not pig out too much. But if it's there, it's going to be eaten, sadly. 11 days on a budget is 750,000. Made over 10 million in Australia. That's pretty awesome. 11 days. That's amazing. That's a huge budget. To me, that's a huge budget though, but it's not. In the big scheme of theme, it's not really that big of a budget. Silent movies, I don't. Silent movies is mostly music though, isn't it? I don't know how that would be to edit for YouTube, to be honest. I guess I just have to remove the music. Wouldn't be too bad, I guess. Early 2000 action era must have been horrible for you after everyone was trying to copy Born Identity. So much handheld shaky cam. I don't know what movies are in the early 2000s action era. Oh, like Hunger Games. The first movie, Hunger Games. Great movie. I hate the camera work just because there's so much handheld and it's just like, oh my god, it's everywhere. And it's like, oh, it's supposed to add suspense and be like really terrifying and put you in the mood. I'm like, it just makes me want to throw up. So I'm like, not quite the same effect, I would say. Um, that was my bit, and I was really hoping that Hunger Games would not continue with that trend, and thankfully, if I remember correctly, they didn't. Nosferatu was in IMAX? Okay, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't really keep up with much of what's happening lately. I'll learn about it in a few years when I get to this point in life. Any plans to dive back into the Karate Kid universe? I would like to, but hold on a sec. I definitely won't be watching all of them. That much I can guarantee you. I don't know when I'll be up for watching the second one. What do you believe is the difference between a fan and a fanatic? I mean, pretty should be a definition for that. I mean, fanatic is like, an extremist view. So anything that is extreme is not good. I didn't. Okay, I feel like I knew there was at least one Futurama movie. I didn't know there were more. Patty McButterpants, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great week or weekend and rest of day. Surprised if Star Wars turned out to be about something other than what the audience at large has assumed? What? Not about Jedi and Sith and I don't know what you mean. And keeps you cool. But yeah, it does. So your short film, would love to see a black and white one, maybe even silent. That seems tough to write. Got to admit, I don't think I have any ideas for a silent film. Um, Maybe because I've never seen a silent film, so I don't really know what to expect. And then, um, what's the other one? Black and white. I can change the color. I don't know if black and white will make it very different though. If I just make it black and white. No, every reactor has touched the films of Federico Fellini, one of the most iconic directors of all time. He's Italian. Well, I've never heard the name. Maybe people haven't reacted to any of his films because either they're not aware of them or there's not enough people recommending. That's possible. I don't know what every reactor's criteria or how they decide what movies they watch or react to. Am I gonna play Fallout 2? Starting tomorrow. Wait, no, I lied. Sunday. I thought we were Saturday. So on Sunday, I'm starting the Fallout 2 playthrough on Twitch. For anyone who's interested in joining me, it's gonna be at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 7 p.m. UK time. Europeans can do the conversion there. And yeah, at some point, I will find time to edit my Fallout 1 playthrough and put it on YouTube and let everyone know when it's there. It's a bit longer than expected. Fanatic is the difference between fan and fanatic. Technically, yeah. Have you ever tried those liquid motion sickness glasses? Nope. Everyone that I know who has motion sickness and has tried them are like, this is pointless. Caramilk? Chat never ends. Favorite comic book movie? Some kind of Marvel movie? Don't know. I don't know if those are directly inspired from comic book like events or what exactly, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Favorite actor? Why is it Paul Rudd? Definitely not Paul Rudd. Haven't seen him in much. Let's just keep talking about Paul Rudd. Great Scott! I've never, The Crow, no. Never seen it, haven't, I feel like, isn't there a movie, The Crows? Or The Rape, no. Crows? I thought there was a horror movie called that, I don't know. All public domain musician? Okay, well that's not too bad then. Hey Playworld, is the stream about to end? Oh, okay. Well, I guess since you're telling me it's about to end, I should end soon then. When will I watch Eleanor's Secret? No guarantee. I have no idea. It's not in my list for this month. That much I can tell you. Oh shoot. Ah, there we go. Getting close. I'm very responsible, always super responsible, unless there's chocolate involved or dessert. Yeah, Cloverfield I'm never watching. I think there's a few of those, but not watching them. Which is why, like, when there's movie suggestions, like for Reactor or Patreon, it's never a guarantee that I'll watch it because I have to make sure I can actually watch it. Because if someone recommends or chooses Cloverfield, my answer is no, choose something else because I can't physically watch it. Metropolis or Megalopolis? Have you seen the Pale Blue-Eyed movie? Never heard of that. Hey Roberto, Gene Hackman, Val Kilmer passed away recently. Do you know them? I've never met them. Have you watched any of their movies? Crimson Tide, I watched because it won the Gene Hackman poll, and Val Kilmer, Top Gun Maverick, I watched just recently. So yes, I've also seen Gene Hackman in, is it a bridge too far? Longest Day? Which one is he in? He's in one of the movies that I've seen. So technically I have seen him, but I didn't really know him, so I wouldn't really count that as me being aware of him. Any more reviews like Airplane? Not counting Naked Gun, or what do you mean by reviews like Airplane? I like Cloverfield, so that probably I will. I guarantee I will not see it unless someone edits it and stabilizes the entire movie. I don't think people do that, but yeah. Of being a YouTuber, um, I would say so. Uh, it's not as tough as other things. It's tougher than some things, depending on the way you look at it, and depending on a lot of things, it's very mentally draining and soul crushing. Oh, hello there, electronics. Welcome to the stream where I am almost caught up with chat. That's been my entire stream so far, is just trying to keep up with chat. Can't play Portal. I get motion sickness. I can't play any kind of first-person games. Iluno, thanks for being here. Have a great night. I have not seen James Bond movies. I've played GoldenEye, which doesn't count. I've seen some actors that have been in James Bond movies. Does that count? Just recently, I've watched Knives Out, so we've got one James Bond in there, and someone from Hot Fuzz was a James Bond, right? I think someone, I don't remember who it is. I don't remember his name. I can picture his face, but I don't know his name, but supposedly he was a James Bond. Lemon Squeezy, have a great night. Have a great weekend also. Thank you for being here. And Aardvark. Mech Warrior. Have fun. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a new video coming out tomorrow. The Nice Guys. Ryan Gosling, Russell Crowe. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I did. Plenty of times, plenty of scenes. Hey, Alan, thanks for stopping by. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. Another one by the team that did Airplane is Top Secret. Yeah, Val Kilmer's first film. I looked that up after Top Gun or Top Gun Maverick. I looked that up and I was like, wow, how amazing would that be? This is your first role? You get a lead role? Jeez. Some people have all the skills. Your movie recommendations: Birdie with Matthew Modine, and Nicolas Cage. That's someone I need to watch. There's a few more movies I want to watch that Nicolas Cage is in, because he was fantastic in Face Off. Timothy Dalton, that guy, yeah. So, I haven't seen Pierce Brosnan, I don't think, but I know he was a James Bond. That was the first. Oh, Sean Connery I've seen also. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, never mind. I've seen a lot of the James Bond, not Pierce Brosnan. But anyways, I do want to see the James Bond movies. Top Secret. Yeah, there's Top Secret. There's also Hot Shots that I want to see, which I think is the Top Gun parody. Most YouTubers can't keep up to that. It's not easy. I try my best. I do know sometimes it's just not possible when there's too many, but try my best this time. Interpreted on its own terms as a modern fairy tale based on the old myths revealed to us by George Lucas, Star Wars isn't really about physical war, it's about spiritual battle. I don't really do symbolism, so what I see is what I get. If there's another meaning, if it's about something else, I don't pick up on it. Nice Guys is awesome. Maybe I didn't like the movie. I don't want to spoil it. You'll have to see the reaction tomorrow. Blade Runner 2049 when? Full length reaction on Patreon next week. Yeah, The Rock is one of them, especially because it's a Michael Bay movie, I believe. But I know Michael Bay from Explosions, and I don't know if there are explosions in this. Watch what I want. It's a lot easier not making decisions. No, I mean, I think like 90% of the movies that I watch is stuff that I've chosen, or like 80 to 90% of the movies that I watch is stuff that I've chosen. But my big problem a lot of times is knowing when to watch which ones. So, like, let's say I've got a list of 20 movies I want to watch. I'm like, okay, well, which ones do I want to watch this month? Which ones do I want to watch next month? And then by the time I get to next month, my list of 20 is now like 30. And so I'm like, ugh. That's my biggest issue is trying to figure out when to watch which one because I'm always like, okay, start thinking, oh, you know what I should do? I should have like one comedy and then one action, have a romance and then have another action or have a sci-fi. But then I end up not realizing what I planned out. So, yeah, that's my issue. I don't make reaction suggestions, just suggest movies you may like. But if I like the movie, then I might as well react to it. That's how I see it. I mean, if it's a movie that I'm going to enjoy, I want to react to it, right? Especially because if my enjoyment of it can have you guys enjoy it as well, it makes sense, right? So if it's a movie I'm not going to enjoy, I probably won't react to it. Unless I don't know I'm not going to enjoy it until much later. Randomizer make your decisions? No, thank you. Not completely. For some things, for one movie here and there, yes, but not. It would still be a randomizer from a list of. Oh, you mean from a list of movie that I want to watch? Yeah, but you know how sometimes you're like, oh, I don't know if I would like to eat at place A, B, or C, and then you're like, you go to place C, and you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna get place C, and then you're about to order, and you're like, actually, I don't feel like that anymore, and then you change. It's sort of what it is. So the randomizer, I override it all the time. I tried to actually just randomly pick movies, and I was like, no, I don't feel like watching that. Especially like if it's a comedy movie, if I'm planning to watch a couple of comedy movies, and then like my mood is just not, I'm just not in the mood for comedy, then I'm gonna switch it up. So randomizers don't work. Thanks, Matt. I'm glad you enjoyed the Patreon channel. Obviously I always feel like I want to do more, but I don't know what to do. If I could be creative and think of something, I'd like to do more stuff on Patreon, but I don't know what. So maybe I'll think of something this year. Lead a Battle Angel. I think it's a movie that I'm planning on watching. I'd have to make sure. I'd have to double check. So I think there's 3 movies that I still need to watch. There's Ghost in the Shell. Oh no, I don't. Maybe it's not Alita Battle Angel. Anyways, I have a list. 3 movies that I need to watch at some point. Probably this month. I was gonna say this year. Hey Chris. Hello. How is it in Australia? Oh, it's early. Ish for you. Happy Saturday. No problem, Optimal. I would like to do a monthly Hangout stream. If you guys enjoy it, I mean, I enjoy it, and so I'm gonna try to do a monthly one. Maybe I could think of something else to do instead of just chat. I don't know. It's not a Michael Bay movie unless something explodes. Literally written into his contract when he makes movies. I'm gonna agree with that. Then again, I haven't seen many Michael Bay movies. I just know from that. Oh, from maybe is it from Epic Rap Battle that I know that, or is it just from general knowledge? It might just be general knowledge. Anything you react to works for me. I'm glad. I'm glad. That's really appreciated. Cajun leaving Las Vegas here as downer watch, but a good one. Oh well, then that's a movie I want to watch. Hey Zeus, how are you? Happy end of week. Up and say I've been enjoying YouTube, Patreon since Die Hard. Ooh, appreciate your authenticity and honesty. Thank you, Tian. Thank you so much. Die Hard. Honestly, I need to watch. I say this for every actor. I need to watch more Bruce Willis. Actually, there is a franchise. I guess I want to watch Unbreakable, which has Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. I think in that order. I think that's comic book. Also, speaking of comic books, I want to see Sin City and the second one. Is it just called Sin City something else? Maybe. Yeah, there's so many things. But thanks, Deanne, for stopping by. Con Air. Con Air, yeah. I think that's him with long hair, Nicolas Cage. That's what I know from that. And I think it's a plain movie. Because I think Con Air and Air Force One, I correlate for some reason. I don't know why. 7 a.m. in Australia. 7, 5 p.m. here. Wow. Yeah. I have a way with words. What can I say? No, I can read some time. Some kind of Patreon game where a patron gets to pick a movie. Yeah, I do that every month. That's the marble race. Once a month, people in the TV series tier and up are automatically entered into a marbles on stream race, and the winner gets to pick a movie, which the April winner chose There's Something About Mary. The March winner, wait, no. March winner was There's Something About Mary. April is Inglourious Bastards. February was Nice Guys. So like, I honestly, the movies that people have chosen from producer picks or marble winner picks or reactor requests have all been, I've been like, would not have thought to like react to them, maybe because they wouldn't have won a poll or I just didn't think of them, but they've all been absolutely amazing. A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger. Gonna watch any more Ledger movies? I do want to see more Heath Ledger movies. I'm trying not to start any other franchises because I have Alien and I have another one on the go. I feel like I've got a couple of them. Anyway, so I have Alien and Aliens on Patreon. I do want to watch. Ideally, I'd want to watch all of them. So Alien 3, I'm gonna watch shortly, and then I want to watch all the rest. Um, I just have to figure out if I want to release the first two on YouTube and then possibly have a gap for the rest of them, or just do like Matrix and have them one a week. That's sort of this weekend Vero's decision to make. So, anyways, I don't want to start too many franchises that I want to watch all of them because it's just going to delay everything, if that makes sense. So eventually I'll get to more. Yeah. Damn it. Okay. I am still streaming. Hey, Jeremy. Like movie trivia? I don't so what I planned for here for this stream, because I didn't expect everyone to be chatting so much, was actually to do some movie trivia. There's a website that has like a few different movie quizzes and stuff. So I was like, oh, I'll do those because I always have to have something planned in case, you know, I don't know what to do. So yeah, but that could be fun. Anyways, yeah, I do want to do. I'll think of something. Been a fun hangout stream. I'm glad. It has been very lively. It has been very lively. Yeah. I was not expecting it, obviously. That's why I had the trivia planned. And then I haven't done that yet at all because you guys have just been chatting. And it's been absolutely amazing. I've been loving it. Kira, Ninja Scroll, Ghost in the Shell. Star Wars or Star Trek? Considering I've seen Star Wars, or I've seen like a handful of episodes of Star Trek Voyager, and I've seen a lot of Star Wars, I'm going to say Star Wars. But I do want to get to Star Trek at some point. See, there's like so many things I want to watch. I just have to find time to do it all. Many didn't like the movie Ghost in the Shell. I liked it. Snow Alita Battle Angel. Are you talking about the 95 one or whatever, or the Scarjo one. I've heard the Scarjo one is not great, but I'll be watching the not Scarjo one. I got stream on weekends, please, but unproductive. No, okay, yeah, no, it's yeah. I didn't think of that. Well, especially because tomorrow, I stream on Sundays, Fallout 2. So if you guys want to join there, but yeah, I'll try to do weekend. So it's better for everyone time zone wise and work wise for the most part. Why are you calling me Jesus? He said, "Hey Zeus." Oh man, honestly, Biggsy, you thinking of recalling the quotes is just amazing. I'm like, I wish I could think of that. Been on vacation all week. Extra good. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm glad to hear. Do you have next week vacation too, or work next week? I'm feeling good. I'm starting to feel hungry though. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Oh, hungry? Oh, Henry. All I'm thinking is like chocolate bars. Uh. Oh boy. Bruce Willis, Hudson Hawk? Never heard of that one. Yes, any Marvel movie would be considered a comic book movie. Then I would undo Infinity Wars or Endgame. I think Infinity War. Wait, and no, yeah, no, Infinity War. Yeah, but Endgame was also awesome. I don't know. Infinity War. Infinity. There we go. That's the one. Spirit of Smyrna style to Sin City. For some reason, you said the spirit, but I thought. Oh wait, is Spirit the stallion? Is Spirit a horse? And he was. I thought of a horse. I hope that's why. HBO, the awesome Valley Girl. Short life of seeing Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Is Fast Times at Ridgemont High? No. What's the movie with Matthew McConaughey that says, "All right, all right, all right"? I don't know how he says it, but Inglourious Bastards is such a great pick. Today I learned no. I learned that there is a Inglourious Bastards with an A in Bastards that was made in like the many years ago. So I don't know if Inglourious Bastards, this one is a remake of that, or if it's an original from Quentin Tarantino. I don't know. I do know a couple things from Inglourious Bastards, just through pop culture and stuff. So, breakable and split glasses, just glass, just tick you off. Interesting. Alien versus Predator. Yes, because I've seen Predator. I want to see Alien versus Predator just to see what the hell it's about, because is Alien gonna be covered in clay? I don't know. Hey Gustavo, how are you? From Brazil. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're having a great week so far. Well, it's the end of the week. Kick-Ass Build-A-Groom versus the World Hellboy. Yeah, there's a couple. I mean, there's a couple. I haven't seen any of them. Still haven't caught it. No, I'm almost there. I was almost there. I'm getting there. Okay, yeah. The animated Ghost in the Shell makes sense. Oh, Watchmen, I want to see. Oh my god, I ask this every time and I never remember. I know there's a movie and I know there's a TV series. I think I'll always ask this. Doesn't matter which one I watch first. Are they even related to each other? Hungry? Why wait? Go back in on Wednesday. Okay, you still have some extra vacation. Are you doing anything special or are you just chilling? Because I usually do like staycations and do nothing or go outside. Long kiss goodnight. Sam Jackson said this was his favorite role. Interesting. Sam Jackson is another actor I need to see more of because I've seen him as Nick Fury. Jurassic Park. Oh, Die Hard 3. That may be it. Die Hard 3 was actually surprisingly really good, especially after Die Hard 2. I was like, not a huge fan. I mean, it was okay. It was just very weak sauce. It reminded me of how it just, yeah, anyways. But Die Hard 3 was really good. Turned into a Snickers commercial. I need to get sponsored by them. Hold on a sec. Snickers sponsorship. Guys, if you know someone who works at Snickers and can make it happen, make it so. Rose not Vero when she's hungry. Oh god. No, I'm not. Star Wars original trilogy and prequel trilogy. Star Wars is not something that I generally discuss, just because it causes madness. I feel like at some point I will do, maybe after I watch all of Star Wars, I could do a Star Wars live stream. That could be interesting, actually. Maybe I'll do that because I'll have everything and I won't have to worry about spoilers. Okay, maybe I'll write that down. Bear was an old comic hero with the horses. Okay, that's fair. Thanks for specifying, Daisy, because I was like, which one? Dazed and confused. Oh, okay. That's what he's in. Okay, see, this is how close I am to chat, being caught up with chat, because I know what you guys are referring to because of what I said not too long ago. Hey, Brian, how are you? Hope your Friday's going well. Our viewing here in Austin as well as Office Space. Oh yeah, that's a, I don't know if you guys saw it on my list of movies. Office Space. It's already on my list. Some DoorDash. Actually, no, I have like the perfect recipe to make tacos at home and I've got all the ingredients, so it's gonna be amazing tacos after this. Fun fact, I've had tacos a lot this year. More than 50% of the days in 2025, I've had tacos. Homemade tacos. Watchmen, the movie, the ultimate cut. Honestly, I hate it when movies have different cuts because I never know which one to watch. It's horrible. And then you have half the people say, go with the theatrical one. Half the people say, go with director's cut or whatever. And I'm like, oh. So I get to, you know, not piss off, but just take one person's side or one group of fans' side. Wes Anderson. I'm eventually going to watch some Wes Anderson movies just because I know his style. I can tell his style, but I've not seen the movies. So, but obviously his style is very, very unique. Watchmen is intense. Maybe the only thing I like is Zack Snyder. I love intense movies. Almost to the end, so close yet so far. I know. Office Space is on the list, yes. Look how close. Oh, damn it, you people. Tacos, beef or chicken? Breaded chicken. That's how it is. Still not caught up. I'm so close. So my cousin in South Carolina, like the Leicester, and he and his wife and I went to Cabin, Tennessee for the few. He's met a couple of time. Oh, that sounds lovely. Is the weather nice in, oh, I guess Tennessee, yeah, South Carolina, maybe, I guess so. It sounds like it was fun, but now hopefully you get to relax. When will I start playing Fallout 4? I will not be playing Fallout 4. I can't play it due to motion sickness. So I will be playing Fallout 2 starting Sunday. Erebus from Argentina, how are you? Always play it safe and go with the longer cut. Interesting, because I feel it's like watching the movie before reading the book. I love having the baseline and then seeing what adds to it. So I'm more partial to watching the theatrical slash shorter version, and then if I enjoy it, then I'll watch the longer cut. Zack Snyder is incapable of making one version of a movie. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Alan Moore hates any and all adaptations of his comics, so you're not going to get a right answer on which Watchmen is the good one. I don't care about the good one. I just want to know if the TV series is a prequel, for example, or takes place before it, then I'd want to watch that. Or you know what? I'm probably just going to watch in order of release. That's probably the safest answer. I think, yeah. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll just do. I think the movie came out first, and then if so, then I'll watch that, and then the TV series. Life of Repo Man is really always intense. I don't know if this is a movie. I've never heard of it. Pogo unfroze in the microwave and finished in the toaster. Not a Pogo fan. It's a hot dog thing, right? Chad, I'm so proud of us, Chad, that Bro still hasn't fully caught up. We'll see very soon. I've never heard of City Amber, so no. She does. We'll just bust out Paul Rudd's IMDb page again. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, Paul Rudd's been. I know he's an Anchorman. That's Will Ferrell, Paul Rudd. There's like two. I think Steve Carell is in it, and I think it's 4 comedians or 4 actors who are usually comedians in it, and I don't know who the other one is. I'm gonna catch up now. I'm trying. As a projectionist of an house theater for 9 years and screwed all of Wes Anderson's of at the time. Storybook aesthetic is the best description. I mean, I love when someone has like a unique visual style, and I'm like, oh, that's Wes Anderson. Whenever I see it, I'm like, Wes Anderson. Even though I'm like, I don't know what movie, I just know it's a Wes Anderson film. One more Inglourious Basterds movie, Inglourious Basterds. Yeah, so those are the 2. No? I'm assuming those are the 2. Hey, Frodo. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. All right, enjoy the music. Hopefully it's Fallout music. Original theatrical cuts are best to start with. I think so. Yeah. Tacos you'll never get up. No, I'll get those tacos. It's the last thing I do today. Shatner or Picard? I'm gonna go with Picard. Haven't seen them yet though, but I've seen. Isn't Zap Brannigan based on Shatner? I do prefer realistic acting. I think I've only heard like caricatures of Shatner maybe as Kirk. I don't know. I'll have to, when I get to Star Trek, I'll figure it out. Compromises are made with the theatrical cut, not in the movie's best interest. Director's cut often improves on compromise decisions. The director's cut usually is more of the director's vision. Definitely. Zack Snyder movie has the theater cut, director's cut, ultimate cut, extended ultimate cut, a director cut of the unlimited vision of the. Oh, Kirk or Picard. Oh, I automatically attributed Picard to what his actual name is. Oh, why can't I think of his name? That guy. Professor X. Like trying to catch up the aged person you want to marry. What? Today is Taco Friday. Yes, thank you, Big Z. It is. And then tomorrow, believe it or not, is Taco Saturday. And then right around the corner, we've got Taco Sunday. Intense notes coding line from Repo Man. Oh, no, I haven't seen Repo Man, no. Oh, crappers. There we go. Pretty weird. Inglourious Basterds was based on Inglourious Basterds. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Maybe it's possible, Dutch, that I read it wrong because I'm trying my darndest to catch up. Okay, so it's based on that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Get some tacos. Oh, yeah. Am I with Westerns? I want to tackle some westerns this year. Tombstone and Unforgiven are two that I do want to watch, just because I need to know what the hell the difference is between the two. But yeah. How are you, Kaladar? Shatner does Shatner in Airplane 2. Ah, interesting. Patrick Stewart. There we go. Patrick Stewart. Captain Jean-Luc Picard, USS Enterprise. Quick giggle, watch Christopher Walken read Three Little Pigs. I mean, I feel like I could, unless he's improving and adding some stuff, I can always picture what it's like. I'm glad you like the Ghostbusters reaction, Chris. It was, one of my lines that stands out. Is it weird to eat the marshmallow now or something when they're like all covered in it? It was good. I knew the song and it was great. I like seeing regular people do stuff. And that's just what they are. Down on their luck, they're trying something and it works out. Filet Fish Friday? Where I am, it's Taco Friday. Once Upon a Time in the West, and then there's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Is Quentin Tarantino's movies just like based off of other movies? The end was in sight. It is in sight. I'm like 4 away. You'd be better off getting started with Western by going back to watch some classic Western. Unforgiven, Tombstone, very modern Westerns. Yeah, that's where it's hard, right? Where do I start with something? Where do I start with, like, it's Superman? Do I go all the way back? Do I not? It's all things that I have to decide. And then you have people, like, a lot of people, they just watch what you want, and then you have people who are going to say, well, no, you should have done this instead, and you should do this and do that. And so, which is why I'm trying to, I don't know, this is why I feel like I have to plan everything. Western, fun fact, I live close to St. Wait, Western Fest? I don't think it's relevant right now. I don't know what that. Hear what happens if you reach the end. I think it's just gonna blow up. We're gonna have Michael Bay have an explosion. I wish I had an explosion I could just press play on. Least favorite Pokemon. I don't know if I have least favorites of things. I feel like I'd like to have every kind of Pokemon. Dune, 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 Dune. Once Upon a Time in the West, Once Upon a Time in America, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There's a lot, huh? Westerns are great for insomnia. I'm trying to think what kind of movies I wouldn't like or enjoy. I don't know, it's tough. I feel like at some point I'm gonna watch a movie and be like, wow, I really didn't like this. I mean, I guess, yeah, I don't know. Gotta catch them all, yeah, true. Okay, I'm actually going to, oh, hold on a sec, hold on a sec. I am at the end. I am at the end. So what I'm gonna do now is I've got a couple questions that I'm gonna answer from, oh god, stream questions. There we go. Okay. These are not necessarily reaction channel related. They're just general questions of people asking questions. What's something you've done recently that you're really proud of? Okay, well, this is a question coming from Discord from a Mr. Biggs. I don't know if I'm really proud of it, but I guess sort of where I'm at in sort of filmmaking, like the steps I've made in filmmaking last month. So I haven't made my own short films, but I've managed to like make some connections and get some on-set work and stuff. So maybe that, because it always feels like an impossible task, and just being at the right place at the right time, asking the right questions, right people, feels like a step in the right direction, you know? And aside from that, Another thing I'm really proud of is just finding a good taco recipe that I absolutely love. That is something to be proud of, I would say. Next question. Is there a movie you've seen that stands out as a lot better than you were expecting? That's a tough one. So I guess one thing would be Hot Fuzz, just because I don't know what I was expecting, but I absolutely loved the script. It was phenomenal. So it's definitely ranks really highly at one of my favorite movies for sure. That would definitely be it. Um, I think Moneyball also. I wasn't expecting to laugh and enjoy some like specific things so much. That was really good. Oh, same with like Jerry Maguire. I feel like okay, well, hold on. I'm just going through my list of movies. Maybe. Okay, by the way, the three movies that I was talking about earlier that I couldn't think of, Ghost in the Shell, Maverick, and Alita Battle Angel. There is Alita. Okay. Oh, I think one of them, Puss in Boots. I thought it was going to be okay. I wasn't sure if it would like suffer the the fact that it's like a sequel to like a spin-off of a movie franchise that's sort of been long running, but it was phenomenal. Oh my god. That was such an amazing movie, Puss in Boots. I think my expectations were like it's probably going to be good. And now it was like it was amazing. So, I would say that one. Definitely. Battle Angel, I was expecting it would be good, but it was excellent. Sorry you weren't asking me. Oh, if you guys want to answer the questions, go right ahead for sure. The questions were asked for me, but I'm also curious to know what other people, if there's a movie recently or that you didn't think you would like, but you ended up really surprised by it. I've seen Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, I've seen all three Cornetto trilogy. I need to see Paul at some point. Moneyball Patreon exclusive or just something to watch before? So at the moment, it's only on Patreon. So basically, everything on Patreon will eventually get to YouTube. I just it's a lot easier to record movies and do full length reactions, and, like edit them and put them on Patreon instead of just editing them all. So I have a huge library, a big library of movies that are currently only on Patreon full length that will eventually get to YouTube at some point. It's just editing takes a while, so I can't have as many reactions on Patreon on YouTube, if that makes sense. Paul, like Paul Rudd, yeah, like Paul, yes, exactly. I need to watch Paul Rudd that movie, yeah. Uh, Paul Rudd is just gonna be coming back all the time. Hey Adrian, I've not seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Michael Sarah is in that. Isn't he in something else also? Similar style? What upcoming shows, movies are you looking forward to? What shows am I looking forward to? The Last of Us season two. I've rewatched season one, so I'm ready in 2 days. And Andor season two. Really looking forward to those. Movie wise, honestly, like 90% of the movies that I watch on the reaction channel are stuff that I really look forward to. The other 10% is movies that I've not really heard of, so I don't know if I'm looking forward to. Actually, maybe it's like 80-20%, but yeah. Editing yourself, have you got someone? I have a couple people who do some edits, but not it still doesn't let me do that many reactions. And plus, for those, I really have to plan which ones I get them edited because if I'm paying for someone to edit them, I want to make sure that the movie does well on YouTube to help pay for the edit, right? Because you know, if the edit costs X amount and I only make Y amount, which is a fraction of X, that's not great. So, yeah. But I edit all, like any TV series, I edit all of those. Movies, I edit some of them. I have a couple of editors who do some edits, but nothing like, I don't know how to explain it, but nothing like, I guess, super, super frequent. I don't know how to explain it, but enough that sometimes I don't have to do some edits some weeks. All the movies that were far better than I expected. I have Two Dimension, Matrix, and okay, not a movie, but Arcane. Oh, Arcane was fantastic. Andor. If I were a taco purveyor, would it be smart to start making tacos? I'm not really yet. If you were a taco purveyor, yeah. Paul Rudd's a dud. He's a dude. Yeah, you forgot the E there. He was great in Ant-Man. Not an anime fan. You enjoy season 1. Haven't gotten around to season 2 yet. Oh, nice. Oh, well, I mean, season 2, I think season 2 was great. I really liked a lot of it. Other unexpectedly good movies, The Game and Gattaca. I keep hearing Gattaca, and I refuse to look anything up. I don't want to know anything about it, but I will watch it at some point and go in and be like, I don't know what this is. My Jaws hat? It is in my closet. Or you watch Chef, make sure you have ingredients on hand to make a Cuban. Just saying, I don't know what a Cuban is, so yeah. Do you have any 80s movies in mind still on your list to watch? Well, first of all, RoboCop, that one is. I think Total Recall is 80s, right? Is Highlander 80s? I feel like there's another Arnold movie that I want to watch. I think at least those for sure. Have I watched any Danish movies? Not to my knowledge. I don't think so. All right. Next question. What are your favorite types of movies to watch? Sci-fi. And then close behind is like, oh, you know what does okay, sci-fi or like also post-apocalyptic. I really like that. Like end of the world type thing or post-apocalyptic. Yeah, those are fascinating. What got you interested in movies slash reactions in the first place? So Highlander is a movie. It's a fever dream. Pretty sure it's a movie. Why am I so smart? Do you apply it in life? I just I don't know. I don't actively think to be smart. I don't know. It's just the way my brain works. Total Recall is 90s. Okay, so technically no. Got it. I didn't know there were Highlander sequels, so today I learned. And been here for a little stream. Hope you enjoyed it. That's all that matters. I've really enjoyed the stream. Yeah, I forgot what the question was. I've not seen Book of Eli. I want to watch it. Denzel Washington. A Boy and His Dog. Nope. Watch E.T. Nope. You don't make enough to pay an editor full time? Oh, yeah. I definitely can't have an editor full time. I don't even, I mean, I guess it depends. Like, is an editor full time a movie a week, a movie every 2 weeks, a movie, 2 movies a week? I guess I don't know what an editor full time means. Damn it, what was the question? Oh, yeah, what got you interested? Okay, so a while back, so I used to stream on Twitch. I used to play video games and stream that on Twitch. And someone, Mr. Chaggy Chaggerson, had mentioned at some time it'd be interesting to see me react to, I don't remember what the first thing was. Is it music, songs, not movies, food? It was react to something. I don't remember what it was. That was the first thing. Oh, hi, Chaggy. Speak of the devil. And so from there, I was like, it would be interesting. And I was thinking maybe food would be interesting. I was like, but then again, I have very like particular tastes, so I don't know how that would go. Um, so that was like the first introduction, and then I was like, I don't know it. So it was like in my mind for a while, and then KL, who also streams on Twitch, I was watching her streams, and I was like following her on social media, and then she started doing movie reactions, and I was like, oh, that's a thing. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense because I knew there was reactions to like, anime. Oh yeah, maybe it was anime. But yeah, anyway, so that's sort of what started. And I was like, maybe I could do that. I'm like, I've seen movies like Lord of the Rings and MCU. Sure, there's other movies there. There are. Don't worry, I'm being sarcastic. And so yeah, that's sort of how. And then I realized I didn't really see many movies growing up, but I do know of a lot of them that a lot of people are like, oh my god, in my childhood, I used to watch all this stuff, and I'm like, I never saw those. So that sort of gave me the hint that, oh, maybe my childhood was slightly different. Minority Report. That's a movie I want to see, and Collateral, because I don't know what the difference is, but I need to see both. I mean, all my videos? Oh yeah, no, definitely not. No, I can't afford that. Maybe eventually, when the channel grows enough, but no, I'm not nowhere near being able to afford an editor to do all my videos. Live action Speed Racer. I've seen a few people mention that one. I don't know why. To do the Bernard Pivot James Lipton question? I don't know what that is. I decided to do your reactions, do a great job. I'm glad. I mean, there's so many different reactors, and so there's someone for everyone, right? Like, if I'm not your style reactor, that's fine. I'm sure there's someone else that you're gonna really enjoy, or similarly, maybe someone's gonna absolutely enjoy what I do, but not what someone else does. So that's the joy of having so many different reactors, is that you can find the people or the ones that you enjoy and watch them. So, you know, there's no to me there's no good or bad reactors. It's just what suits someone's style. Hey, Positively Negative, how are you? Glad you could join us. One of the best drama movies? Like, I don't know what that is. I mean, could you just get one of those 1001 movies to see before you die books? Well, I was thinking of maybe tackling the AFI lists of some kind. There's a couple of different lists. There's like the top 100 movies. There's best villains and heroes. So I was thinking maybe I could look into that, but we'll see. I still have a lot of movies that I want to watch first, so see how I can fit that in. Have you seen the comedy movie? Probably not. Called RV, that stars Robin Williams. Nope. Nope. Singer JoJo. Jeff Daniels. Nope. Nope. Have not. I've not even heard of it. Speed Racer is motion sickness on steroids. Excellent movie, so probably won't watch it then. Just with the name, I was gonna get someone like a trusted advisor to check to see if it's watchable for me. Toxic Avenger? I don't know what that is. Oscar season, we'll watch all sorts of stuff that would get you 20 views. I mean, Llama, that's not true, because a lot of people, maybe not, I don't know, a lot, it won't get like the popular ones, but you would build your own following. So, yeah. There's, however, a good chunk of reactors weren't honest with what they've seen. It's life. Oldest film I've reacted to so far? Either It's a Wonderful Life. Oh no, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms? I think, is that one 1937? I feel like that might be it. Oh, 1953. No. Did I watch in 1937? That's not it then. Best Years of Our Lives? It's a Wonderful Life? Casablanca? I think those are the three most likely ones. I can watch movie reactors all day, Appetite Insatiable. I think that's great, which is something like I love. If people can find their hobbies or what they like doing, I'm like all for it. If you can find something that makes you happy, that is a great hobby. I had someone on set the other day, and they're like, I don't understand why people watch other people like play games or just talk and whatever. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's not for you, but there's a lot of people who like to just get away from life, like not deal with stuff, be distracted, and that's what they like. Matters. Watch a few reactors because they have different styles and takes. That's also fun. Yeah, definitely. I had to watch top 100 AFI movies and review them with a friend, but then he got married and stopped after only like 5 movies. What kind of friend is that? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's unfortunate. Yeah. It's life gets in the way, doesn't it? Life finds a way. Damn it. I don't have kids. No. I don't always follow reactions. Enjoy your reactions. I'm glad, Caesar. I'm glad. I mean, I like to think that I entertain people and also have fun insights, nice insights, smart insights, unique insights. I don't know, but I'm glad you enjoy them. Cinderella, 1915. Oh, is that the first Cinderella? At some point, I need to watch Wizard of Oz. Nice to experience others' reactions. I mean, no, Protein, don't tell them that. Don't say that. No. No. Don't. You have to hide my face from now on. Lawrence of Arabia, I don't think that's a movie I am planning on watching just because of its length. It's like, is that one 4 hours? There's a movie that's 4 hours, isn't there? Oh, is that Ben-Hur? I don't know. Anyways, anything over 3 hours is something that I really have to really want to see. I guess I'm not gonna watch it right now. No. Over 3 hours, but worth it. I don't want to edit it. That's the thing, is I don't want to edit something that long. I'd rather edit like 3 movies. The Irishman. I've seen one scene in Irishman, which sort of puts me off to ever wanting to see it. De-aged Robert De Niro kicking someone's butt. It looked terrible. Like something I don't ever want to see. I think longer to edit the 3-hour long film than watching the film itself. Oh, it takes like 2.5 times longer to edit the movie than watching the movie. Approximately, like between 2 to 3 times as long. So, yeah. Love, Death, and Robots. Is that a movie? Takes that long to edit. Should hire an editor. Do you know how expensive it's going to be to edit a whatever? It's not free, by the way, getting someone else to edit it. So I can't be like, oh my god, this movie might not do good on the channel. I might as well pay someone and be in the negative. These are all decisions that I have to make. Okay, so I've got a couple more questions before I go for tacos. What I would do for fun? What are my interests? That's a good question. Video games, movies, TV series. I like being outside. What else do I like to do? Reading. Oh, I like doing puzzles. Jigsaw puzzles. Those are fun. They're nice and just brain off. I don't have to think of anything and just put pieces together, match colors. Feeling like anyone was going to be tough. Didn't think it was that tough. I mean, plus you have to make sure copyright reasons. It's not, to me, it's not super simple. Some people are obviously better, but it's a drag. Definitely a reason not to get an editor. Don't want to go in the red. You gotta balance it out, you know? Tacos, hard, soft, and the fillings. I have corn tortillas, soft, and I use breaded chicken, hot sauce, some barbecue sauce, lettuce, cheese. Is that it? That might be it. I think so. Yeah. Overstuffed. And it costs time. Time is money. Yeah, if I edit it, it costs time. So if it takes me, let's say it takes me 8 hours to do it, that's 8 hours I could have done something else, like to make money. Whereas now I'm like hoping that the video does well, so I make some kind of income. You were saying earlier about when you ask questions while reacting to a movie. I wish it would have been like them all my life. Laughs, questions, comments while the movie is playing, not silent. In all honesty though, if I'm watching a movie not for reactions, I don't say anything. I don't. I don't. So it took me a while to get used to doing that because I'm silent when I watch a movie. I'm glad that you like the reactions though, and I'm glad that you enjoy them. You want tacos? You're welcome. It's Taco Friday, guys, so everyone should have tacos. And if you're Saturday, well, it's Taco Saturday, so should also get tacos. Would I be silent during a silent movie? For sure. Definitely. Quick question from the thing. What's your favorite movie genre and favorite actress, actor, actress? I don't know if I have a favorite actor, actress, but I really like just seeing actors in different roles and just seeing what they do. Like seeing Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator so well because he's just so despicable. Seeing Paul Bettany in A Knight's Tale and seeing him in Master and Commander and then seeing him as Vision. It's just great to see the range. Um, yeah, I would say that I have so many favorite actors just because they're amazing. Bean and cheese. That's a lot of farting there. Every day is Taco Tuesday. It is. Scheduling in tacos at some point between now and Monday. Yes. Well, I'll be having some today and tomorrow and Sunday, so I'll be right with you on that. Reaction try fajitas. I don't. No, I'm. No, I like the crunch from the tacos. I've had fajitas before, but I don't know. I definitely prefer the taco. Anyways, I have the perfect recipe for me for tacos, so don't mess with success. Reaction to a silent movie in silent movie format, like word cards and public domain. So the problem with that is that I would have to. Oh my god, that'd be so much editing work. Like I would have to basically hold up a card and then know what I want to say, or I would say it and then have to transcribe it. Oh god, that would be terrible. No. Put in night here. That's also a good option. Do I like books? Yeah. Yeah, I like books. I don't read enough. I need to read more. That's one thing this year that I really need to start doing is read more books. Definitely. A lot of times, what I do before going to sleep, I read like fanfics, usually Naruto universe. Um, but I need to stop doing that and actually read books. A reading channel, yeah. All right. Well, I believe that'll be it for today. I would like to do these once a month and see how that goes. Uh, yeah. So thank you everyone for joining me. This honestly, I had a blast. I hope you did too. And we didn't do the quiz because the trivia because well, I just finally caught up to chat. It only took me 4 hours. That's okay. Would I ever do a comic? I would love to do a comic book. I have ideas. I just need to find a partner to do the drawings. That's really all it is. I don't have time to do the drawings, sadly. I've not seen People Under the Stars. Stairs. No. I would love to be the voice for audiobooks. I would love to do a Verowak reads. Oh man, that would be so fun. Been a kick-ass stream. That would be awesome if tomorrow's movie reaction was kick-ass. Ah. Oh, wow. But anyways, thank you everyone for joining. Also, Paul Rudd is the man, obviously. How can people not like him? I don't know, but he's probably my favorite actor. I've only seen him in Ant-Man. I'll have to see him in more. But yeah, so thanks guys for being here. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for all the questions. Thanks for just everything. And tomorrow, Nice Guys is coming out. If you want to see it right now, you don't want to wait. You can be a YouTube channel member. You'll have early access. Same with that other thing, Patreon. And yeah, next week we start The Last of Us Season 2. I don't know when I'll have it edited, but I'm planning on watching it on the Monday probably. And so it'll be up hopefully Tuesday. But we'll see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do everything. Enjoy your tacos also. For everyone who follows the rules of Taco Friday and Taco Saturday and Taco Sunday. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. And I have an outro music. No, I don't. Okay, I don't. But it was the thought that counts. Bye, everyone.